Are we warming up, or are we just running straight
We're
into
just
it?
going right in.
We're going right in, just like the tentacle.
Raw dogging the episode.
Oh,
Ahoy
no.
and welcome aboard. I am
Yeah.
It sounded like a kazoo.
I'm your calamitous.
Priceless.
I'm your calamitous and chaotic game master. With me today is this French fry, and also my Chris.
We're second to the French fry.
I feel like I am the
Understandable,
first
though.
fry.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's seasoned
No.
behavior.
Oh!
They're on to me.
Andy's
Anyways.
just a seagull.
The time my DM became a seagull, is that what
Wow, I love this isekai. I can't wait to be a stupid fucking bird. Anyways, with me is our wonderful,
Dare
charismatic,
you
and
insult
fantastic
seagulls in front of
crew.
Our tentative tentacle crew.
Ooh.
What? No, I
All right, we can finally switch over to being a BDSM game. Let's go. Anyways, sound off and say hi, everybody.
switch up to do what?
I'm gonna make your
Please
characters do
screencap
naughty
that.
things.
We've read Bygrim's diaries. Don't.
Yeah, mattress acting
Yeah.
man.
Don't bring words that are from the past up now. Like, stop it. We're in the present. We don't need the past to come back as it has found its way to the present. We don't need that. Hi, audience. How are you? I hope you're well. We love you. Please hydrate. That's all. That's
What did you say? Please hide your what?
Hydrate.
hydrate.
Hydrate. Like
What's
drink
it?
water, Beth.
My dreams? What is happening?
Please hide from us. We're too chaotic right now. That's
Okay.
The storm rolls into the port again. The waves crash on the sand. The storms don't scare the sailors here as they prepare to leave land. Hoist the sails to catch the winds, a new adventure to begin. And our blood is of the sea, 'cause we yearn to be free. And we'll look to the horizon, it's where you'll find your prize in. 'Cause the storms don't scare the sailors here.
yeah.
Why are you crabbing?
Because I'm not sure what's happening. These are unsure crab hands.
Well, I don't know if anyone else is
Sure
gonna sound
time.
off, but hey, what happened last time, Beth?
Oh boy. What's happening now is the better question.
No.
It's been a long week.
You don't know.
It has been a long.
It's been a long life. Did you know Grayson's a senior citizen now?
I am.
Yeah.
I turned 86 this year.
Okay, we're focusing. We rested. We began the episode resting.
Mm-hmm.
Ty sort of wandered off to rebandage her arm, and as the rest of us discussed what to do about this arch that was kind of blocking our way with a magical force field, Ty done bork it. She just crunched that bad boy with her mace a couple of times, and we were like, okay. Oh, but I did miss, so Bygrim was yeeted back from the archway before Ty broke it, so he attempted just to pass through, thinking, my leaky's on my side. I am the key. Was not the key. Thrown back. Took a chunk of damage, which is important to note for later. Once the barrier was down, yours truly opened the main cathedral doors by just sticking my clever little hands into places. And on the doors were images of Myliki and Sylvanas, who's got the antlers. I think, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Whoop, shit. Alright. Inside, more statues depicting Myliki, flanked by Sylvanas and Shantia, by Grim and Fia. Diggity dance their way downward. Deeper into... How many Ds can I throw in here? Deeper into the... I can't think of another pithy word. Into the hallway.
Dungeon.
Well, I was gonna say dungeon, but we're on the main level, and dungeon feels like a basement.
You're not in a dungeon yet.
Not yet. We did dodge some blue moss, though. And found another doorway.
Nice.
Oh my goodness, there's so many D's, guys! Inside are a bunch of decaying cadavers. There's a D in there.
With their dicks out.
With their dicks out. Many looked like Sylvanas worshippers. And then this was where I was sort of postulating if Myliki was more of collateral damage and that Sylvanas was the main target of these attacks. Which would make sense considering his other temples have been destroyed.
You don't know that.
We can assume. Well, no, we do know that. She said that, well, we don't know that they were destroyed, but they're in disarray. Disrepair.
Nice.
Thanks.
Um,
I'm appreciating this, even if no one else is.
Listen, I just need Beth to be like the little count and be like.
Today's leather is deep. So admittedly, this is where my notes get a little bit shaky because I ended up just listening to what Locke and Ty were doing and I didn't write any of it down and now I don't remember. But Locke and Ty went into a different room.
Me too. When I play
And
games.
discovered more purple-eyed demons. And Locke believes that Sylvanas was bound or trapped somehow. Something to do with this giant.
Listen, if you
Book?
decipher the Discord chat, you'll remember that Sylvanas is Gojo.
I don't know who that is.
We know.
That's on you.
Gotta get up to date.
I feel like that's gonna be a lot of work.
It's not very long.
Oh, they did a deep dive of some deity discourse. And
I would have used lore, but yeah, that also works.
the
Delore.
and discovered that Sylvanas was first, but then divided his domain among, we'll say, his disciples. It's not really, but we're on theme here, people. They also found a tapestry. Oh, that might have been us.
We both did.
Hard to say. Somebody found a tapestry that depicted
Oh my god.
Myliki and some other animals looking at a debilitating forest fire. The next one showed them defiantly. I'm fighting for my life here, guys.
I'm impressed by your commitment to the
I
bit,
know.
but I'm
You should
overall
not be.
I'm overall confused as where you're going with it.
My commitment to the bit is truly all I have. Yeah, basically showed them fighting more of these creepy, desiccated beings. They weren't desiccated, they're on fire, but it's fine.
Maybe.
And then we cut back to the corpse room with my buddy Bygrim and me. And
like a handful of
from
naked dudes.
from
A new band name.
the roof descends a deplorable digitus.
Is it now?
And it done yanked. Bye,
All right, Ben.
Done.
We begin this episode. This assassin vines got you by the dick with its hand.
No, why would it grab me of all the... Why?
Listen, we started something with the D and now we just gotta keep going. Well,
I'm not gonna allow that.
At some point, Beth said,
Thank
"How
you.
many D's can I fit in?"
Yeah,
Too damn many.
You should rewind to see my reaction to that.
amazing. I have no regrets.
Great job.
Welcome,
Catch me Googling D words. for the
welcome
remainder of
to
the
our
episode.
horniest episode yet.
Is it?
Apparently,
Is
I don't
it?
know. Maybe
Feels like it.
it's starting off pretty horny. Anyways,
Just you wait.
Fia and Bagram, could you roll for initiative?
What do you
Okay.
mean by that? Hold on. Wait.
What do you-
I don't know. Maybe the part where you're being yanked off by a fucking monster.
Oh my
It's
gosh,
only-
he yanked you off.
Ah!
I gotta wait.
I guess
Oh, plus one.
initiative is
18.
happening.
Yes, those of you not in combat, until Ben gives me a big old scream, you don't know yet.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my. Why?
Well, you know what?
Father.
Why does this?
What did you guys roll? You gotta tell me.
I got a 12.
Oh.
I rolled an 18.
I'm letting you know the turn tracker. You got 18?
Yes.
Hey, roll 20. Just a little question. Where the hell is the turn tracker?
It is gone.
It sure is.
Oh dang! I was joking. I have too much power.
No, it was
Did
gone
this.
before you said anything. Hold on.
No, this is
What?
Ben. Ben did this.
Oh, here we go. Cool. Clink. You got 18, Bagram?
Yes.
And Fia, you got 12?
Yes, I.
Cool, you both go before this thing. Bagram, it's
Nope.
your turn.
Um,
Yeah, you are like 20 feet up and you're being wrapped around by this vine. You can attack it, you can attempt to break out of this grapple.
I'm gonna try to break out the grapple. I feel like
Okay.
that's
The DC you need to beat is 14. Can you roll athletics for me?
sure.
And I should switch over to the battle map. Uh-oh. Well,
That is
There.
a dirty 20.
dirty 20. All right, you bust out. That
Oh, thank
so
God.
you you flex your way out of this grapple, and then begin to fall 20 feet.
Oh no,
Can you make an acrobatics check for me? You're probably gonna take damage still, but
that's fine. Let's see, that is 13 plus 8. That is 21
+8?
for athletics.
No, for acrobatics.
Oh, acrobatics. Oh, my bad. That'd be 14 then.
Okay. It'd be alright, but I'm still gonna roll this. Okay, you take 3 points of bludgeoning damage from gravity.
Oh, I hate
From gravity.
Biggest enemy.
You got a little bit of movement and a bonus action. If you want, you can shout for help.
Absolutely. I don't know if I want Bagram to scream or not.
He can yell in a manly fashion.
Yeah.
He can also scream in a little wimpy fashion.
He
I
can.
want to see it.
I believe Bygrim can be anything he wants to be.
Exactly.
and he appreciates that, but I'm trying to figure out how Ben wants to do this.
So be quiet, guys.
Exactly. He's gonna wait because Fia's there, so he wants to put on like a nice bravado. yeah, hit the deep voice kind of. Ty, Locke, can you please help me and Fia? If you can hear me, it'll be great.
Roll a performance check to determine just how
Oh
I
no.
love the question mark after Ty's name.
Ty?
Ty!
No!
That Canadian inflection.
You've been
It's for
hanging out
you.
with it. Yeah, you've been hanging out with us too much.
Contagious.
I got a 19, so
Ooh,
it
Okay.
works.
Okay.
I think. I hope. Man.
Bygram's
Yeah,
actually
alright.
just from Minnesota.
Ty and Locke, you could definitely hear a voice fairly muffled just from the density of this building calling out to you for help. You roughly know the location. Coming from
Can
this
we-
way.
Head that way, or do we have to join initiative?
I'm gonna have your roll initiative.
Okay. Did you hear that?
I did. It was a bit strange though.
Oh, I'm not in any hurry, apparently.
Oh. What'd you roll?
5.
Oh. And Locke, what did you roll? Also, I'm gonna say you're probably
wild,
down
because I
here.
have a +5 to initiative, but that's a 7. I am also not in a rush.
you guys are
that's
just
so funny.
theorizing.
Fine. I'm
All
sure
right,
it's fine.
Bygrim, that's your
You seemed
turn.
unsure
Fia.
if you needed
Fia, Fia, you are up. You see that the vines in this room are like kind of writhing a little bit in anticipation, but you see that there's this long, thicker one. Its end is more of like a. It's almost like a spear. It's like 20 feet up though.
All right. Well, thinking back to our previous experience, my previous experience, could I, with my action, go into my pack, take out one of my torches, and light it?
Yeah. I believe lighting it technically is an action, but what would you like to do with it?
Well, for now, it's not very close to me. I could whip a dagger at it, but I can't really get sneak attack on it anyway, so it's kind of a waste. And I know that Ty did a significant amount of damage with fire, so I'm hoping that we can at least hold it off long enough, and perhaps I'll go closer to Bygrim where he fell. Is he standing yet, or is he still on the ground?
He probably would have stood up.
Alright, I will sort of interpose between him and the vine because I am fairly fleet on my feet. Oh, Dr. Seuss moved on. Anyway,
We're going through the
today's the
alphabet.
alphabet game. And I'll just sort of interpose between them and just sort of brandish the torch out and sort of look back at him and say, "Oh, you're right."
I mean, gravity sucks, but yeah, I'm fine.
All right, we should probably go.
Yeah, no, we should get the fuck out of here. Yeah, no, I agree.
It's a different letter game for Bygrim. All right, that's my turn.
Okay. All right. Technically, Lock and Ty are before this thing in initiative, but because they're acting after, I'm gonna give this thing its turn. Actually. Yeah, this little guy's gonna do something.
He's not little.
I know he's pretty big, actually. Looking up at this thing, you can kind of gauge like where it comes from the ceiling. That this thing is a little bit larger than it appears to be.
Disgusting.
Mhm.
It's going to use its action. You watch as the vine kind of not really like writhes in place, but kind of points its tip kind of where you're at. And where is my battle map? Oh, there you are. The vines underneath you start to writhe and kind of wrap around your legs.
Mm.
This area is considered difficult terrain.
Checks out.
Oh,
And I need you both to make strength saving throws.
Oh no.
The DC is 13.
Strength saving. Wait, strength saving throw or what? What did you
Yeah,
say?
strength
Oh.
saving throw. Strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw. Ooh, I got a 19.
that is 18.
You're both not restrained. Congratulations.
Hooray.
Let's see, how big is this area? Square within 30 feet. Okay. Okay, well, that's its turn. Alright, I'm gonna let Locke and Ty go on the same initiative just for now. The two of you, you are in this room. Do you follow the voice that calls out to you?
I am.
Okay.
I don't know if you are. You can stay here if you want.
I'll come. I don't. Who knows what he's done?
We should probably make our way quickly over that, so I'm gonna dash.
Okay.
I'll follow him.
Alright, you two can move 60 feet. It's probably a way for you to avoid the rebel. Do you want to move yourselves, or do you want me to?
If you can.
Okay.
Sure. There's no way through here, right?
Like, all that's difficult terrain.
Okay.
You could just get over the door, probably. Like, it's not like it's, like, several feet high. It's like, it's a large door that's destroyed. There's a little bit here and there, but you can climb over it. But, everything else, you would have to... It would cost you double movement to just run right through it.
Right. Probably best to go back the way we came, since we don't actually know what leads into where they went.
Okay.
Okay.
So I guess we can move here.
Okay, so let's see. Lock and move.
Oh, sorry. Unless this is difficult terrain through here.
It technically would be, because you had to climb up something and then through something, so...
Okay, so I can move back accordingly. I don't know how much of that is.
Let's see. I'm gonna have Locke go first. So let's see, Locke, that's 30 feet for you. And you're dashing, so... Okay, I'll just put you behind Locke.
Okay.
Okay, Bygram, you're up.
Scurrying like a little toddler in the room.
Okay. I think we're gonna try to get out of here. So I think I'm gonna try to head to the door.
Okay, letting you know that the area around you, so like here and here, it costs double movement to move through.
Oh, okay. So that's what that means. Okay. Mirror the- But yeah, I'll try to move through it. Yeah, I'll pay the cost.
Okay.
How far can I?
So for you to move 5 feet, it costs 10 feet.
Okay. Yeah, I'll try.
So if you want to go there, that's 10 feet, and then leaving that, I think you're okay.
Okay. Let's see how far can I go? Where's the... Can I get to about here, or can I go further than that? I'm not sure how far the
Okay. Let's see. So from there, there's 10, and you can technically move probably that. Hold on, this is gonna give me the actual. If you're running a straight line, you could probably go to there, but I'll let you know when you leave this next square, you will provoke an attack of opportunity from the vine.
Okay. I'll go about here then, just so I don't.
So I should make. If you leave this spot or this spot, this thing will get an attack on you.
Oh, so either way. Oh, okay.
And I will say if you leave that spot and go and back up, it also can still attack you.
Oh. I can't go this way either.
Yeah, we're in proper melee range.
Yeah. So either
Is
way.
it till? But I have a question. I have a
Yeah.
query. It's still 20 feet in the air, is it not? Or does it
Yeah.
ever reach?
It does.
Damn it.
Oh, I see.
That's the only reason it's getting this.
Yeah, right.
Either way, I'm getting hit, so
But I could talk our way out of it.
I'll try
Use
to
some
head out.
D words.
I'll head to the door.
Damn.
Oh. Well,
Sorry,
Obviously,
which door are you moving towards? There is a door behind you. It is covered in vines, though. Not completely, but enough that it looks like it might be a problem.
oh. I'm gonna try to head to the exit door, so the way we came in, just so
Okay.
we can kind of regroup. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get out of Dodge.
Okay.
20 feet. Yeah. Oh, I gotta switch that one.
If you want to avoid the attack, you can also disengage as an action.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll disengage and then just move the 20 feet.
Okay.
Sorry, I thought I heard sexy school bus driver.
Oh.
He's just living in there.
It
Okay,
is.
you
It's
can
a-
move whenever you want. And is that your turn?
Yeah, that would be my turn. My guy right about there. Yeah.
Okay. Fia, you're up.
Right. So,
Difficult terrain all around you.
difficult terrain, that's okay. I'm pretty fast. So I will still keep an eyes on it. Something in my eye.
Oh no.
We're good. I will keeping the torch out. I will go. So it's difficult terrain in like
Basically,
the
like-
squares around it.
Yeah.
Or is it
No, the
one
squares around
further?
you. It's the squares around you.
I understand. Okay. So it'd be like to get to here would be 10 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
But then leaving that, you're fine.
great. 10. 15. 20. 25. 30. And I will.
Sorry, I looked away at a moment. Did you step to here?
Yes.
Okay. It's gonna.
I
Make
know
an
it'll
attack-
take. Yeah, it'll take an attack of
Opportunity at you.
opportunity.
I'm gonna say it has disadvantage because you have the torch out, though.
Great.
I just got to figure out how I do disadvantage here. Okay. The dice, if the virtual dice can stop rolling. Okay, I don't think a 9 hits you, does it?
No.
No. Okay, you're good.
Dope. Okay. And I will. Don't really want to leave Vigrim. I will hold my action to hit it if it becomes close to
Okay.
us.
How close do you want? Like, close, or like within throwing range, or
Probably, I would say. I mean, this is just a torch, so it's not super important that I keep it. So if it's within. Ooh, question, actually.
Yes.
Now that I'm in a steady stream of consciousness. How. Everything in here is pretty alive, right? Like, with the exception of the dead people. But, like,
Yeah.
the vines, they're pretty alive, right? Like, they're not, like, dried out.
yeah, they're alive.
Alright. I have anything flammable on me? Listen. I don't have many things.
If only you had that bear rug.
Right? Devastating. Yeah, I've got like extra shirts and stuff, but that I don't think is really going to help. I was hoping Maybe had some of that crazy liquid left. It's not important. It's fine. I will. I'm gonna hold. I'll hold my attack for if it gets close enough to hit. So like within 5 feet,
Okay.
as if it's going to grab one of us. Can I, with my, can I switch hands? You can say no to this. It's cool. Can I switch hands to have my torch in my
Absolutely.
offhand and then take my
Yeah.
rapier out? Okay, I'd love to do that, and then that'll be it.
Okay. Locke, you're up.
I'm still running.
Okay.
Try to keep up, Ty.
Little baby legs.
I would love if Roll20 wasn't doing this right now. It's doing a fun little thing where it brings up. Oh, okay, come on. Thank you.
No problem.
It's doing a fun little thing where the top where it blocks is where Locke is, so I can't get to him. Okay. That's your turn, Locke.
I'm
Tot. Oh,
dashing as well. I don't know if I
That
dashed.
that was a dash.
that was a dash.
I am also dashing.
Okay. Right behind him. Oh shit. Okay. Little freak's turn. How far can you move, little buddy? Fun. Okay. It's going to move. I guess this is 5 feet for it. And once again, the vines around you start to try and trip you. Can you both make another
Wait.
strength save for me?
Piss off. You overgrown crabgrass. Ooh.
Oh.
There's no way I can acrobatics my way out of this, huh?
Nope. Strength save.
Balls.
22 for Bygram.
Wow.
Okay, you're good?
I got an 11.
Okay. You failed the strength save.
I sure did. Hard to believe I would pass with that.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, you're not knocked prone, but you are
Great.
restrained.
Of course I am.
Your speed is now 0. You have
Mhm.
disadvantage on dex saves, and attacks against you have advantage, and your attacks have disadvantage.
Bitch ass thing.
But I'll let you know you can make a athletics check on your turn to break out of it.
Great. That's definitely what I'm good at.
Yeah, I know. I found a way to. I found a way to get rid of your immortality.
Just you wait. I've figured this out. Don't worry about me.
I'll just
Okay.
die.
Bygrim,
I'll
It's your-
die.
Bygrim, it's your turn. This next area of 15 feet around you, like every 5 squares around you, including where Fia is, difficult terrain. Fia is wrapped up in vines.
Oh boy. Can I assist Fia getting out of the vines, or will she have to roll herself out of?
Technically, usually the abilities mention if someone else can break you out. I'll let you do it though.
Oh. Yeah.
Just because it's very weird that it doesn't. Usually it says like, oh, someone can cut the thing or light it on fire and this will work. But for this one, it doesn't say it, which is weird.
I think Bygram's just going to try to just like rip the vines off of Fia.
Okay, make an athletics check then.
Like Captain America splitting that wood.
Yeah.
Horniest episode to date, people.
I still don't think that's true.
Probably not.
He said, what was it? Acrobatics or athletics?
Athletics.
Athletics. That is. Rolled a 13. 21. Doing really good. Well,
Yeah,
Get
okay,
wrecked.
you rip her out of it.
Nice.
let's go.
You
I got you
coil
out.
some of the
Oh,
vines
nice.
You're saying
around
that
your
to me
arms
now.
and then just...
At least I didn't.
Right.
Yeah. And let's see.
Do you want to keep running?
Definitely run.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep running. Yeah.
Okay. So this square and that square will cost you 5 extra movement. Otherwise, go for it.
Okay. Take up the D&D rulers. I know where I'm going. Then...
You can move 25 technically.
Oh, 25. Okay. I'll move there. And I think that'll be my...
Can't believe Bagram's running over a dead body.
That'll be my turn.
Without pants on.
This poor guy.
The dishonor.
You know what? I'm sure Bygram's seen worse things in life.
I should have made this whole room difficult terrain.
Pantsless? Oh.
Alright, Fia, it's
That
your
too.
turn. Unfortunately, this thing didn't move close enough to strike it.
Great. That's fine. Fia will give it the finger and just say, "Fuck you, crabgrass!" And she will start to run. So that's the
Okay.
5. So it's 5, 10. Oh, I'll disengage. It's my bonus action.
Ah, boo!
Disengage.
Wait,
And then I will. So that was 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 as my movement. And then, as my action, I want to grab a hold of Bygram's hand and say, "Come on, we're almost there." And I want to pull him another 15 feet closer. So using half my, like,
and you dash.
half
So
movement.
okay, yeah,
did.
you can
So
pull
it's
him 15 feet.
10, 15. So we are almost at the door. I
Oh.
cannot move you, Bygrim, but if
I'm-
you stay
I'm
beside
moving.
me, then we are almost home free.
Ah, you don't have to tell me twice.
Oh, and I would have had to drop the torch to grab Bygram's hand.
That's okay.
So it's on top of the desk.
Yeah.
What's wrong with
Can you roll
you two?
Can you roll a d20 for me?
Can I roll a d20? I can.
Yeah. Anything 10 or under, things start to catch flame.
Is that like a good thing or a bad thing?
I don't know.
Alright,
Oh, no.
that's fine. We all like a little bit of mystery. It's a 15.
Okay. It doesn't immediately catch the body or the vines on fire. It's on
Alright.
a section of the stonework that is not necessarily covered in anything.
Alright. I'll just sort of say, I think it'll take a few minutes to catch. It looks pretty new. So there should be lots of water in it. But we might not want to burn down. We would make it officially a ruin, though, and I think that is worth noting.
Yeah, Big M will understand, I'm sure. So,
What's a little arson between friends?
I
Followers.
mean,
You know?
I'll plant some trees. It's fine. Let's just get out of here.
Definitely makes up for it.
Yeah, okay.
Mhm.
Lock and tie, assuming you're dashing again.
I'm dashing.
Sorry, not the most exciting.
Ty's prancing.
Just dawdling their way over. It's
Making
fine.
my way downtown. It's cool.
Slowly.
Okay. It's this thing's
Mhm.
stupid ass turn. It's gonna move
Steady.
5 feet. What's the range of that? Okay.
Gee.
Is the plant being vindictive?
I think I'm being vindictive, honestly, comparatively.
You're allowed.
Yeah,
That's
maybe a
fair.
little
Hey, at least they're honest.
bit. I'm gonna do something different.
I'm
no.
just
So-
gonna fucking burn this whole place.
So, you watch as rather than the vines at your feet animating, you watch as the vines creep up and begin to cover the door. It is effective. Listen, I gotta get you with my little trap.
Oh no.
We got this. It's fine. Don't worry.
We
Romance
do.
the vine.
You can cut through the vines and break through the door, but for now
Or-
you were trapped. You were trapped in here with it.
No
Joke's
fighting.
on it. It's trapped in here with us.
Yeah. Oh.
Honestly,
Flirt with it.
I'm ready to commit violence.
that's nothing new.
It's not. But specifically plant-based violence.
Oh, I see.
Oh, there's a pun on the tip of my tongue.
Do it. Do it.
No, do it,
do
Aaron.
it.
Don't.
Do it.
I can't
Stay
do it.
strong.
Do it.
I
Stay strong,
believe in
my
you.
friend.
Do it.
I
Stay
believe in
strong.
you. You're
I'm willing it into your brain so you can say it instead.
Does it have to do with hoeing?
No, it doesn't.
Send it in the Discord. I'll say it.
My God. Bygrip,
Oh,
you're
no.
up.
Seeing that, he's gonna, I guess, just take out his long sword and start chomping at the door to get
Hey,
us,
roll the
you know,
hit.
Chomping.
get us on out of there. That is. Oh, that's a 9. Then 9 plus 8. 17. There we go.
Yeah, that hits.
It took a second. I was like, Matt,
I know.
Hold on. Let me figure out one thing. Hold on. There's actually no, not that.
Love it, Erin. That's perfect.
You're welcome.
Oh God. Now I need to see.
I
what it
wish I
says.
came up with it. That's
I
perfect.
wish you had too. I feel shame.
I feel guilt.
That's good. That's some good shit.
Can't believe it.
okay.
I can't find the thing I'm looking for, so yeah, that hits.
Okay.
Roll your damage.
All right. Here's my D8. Do. Yeah, you're right. Okay. That is 9 points of damage.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. You cut through some of the vines, but a couple of them still remain.
Oh. Let's see. Let's see. Don't want to save that for later. Think I think I'm okay with ending my turn there. Just trying to.
You have an extra attack.
Oh, okay. I'll use my extra attack and hopefully get this door down. But yeah, that's does a 13 hit?
No.
Oh, okay then. I guess that would be. That's it for Bygram for now.
Okay, Fia, it's your turn.
Alright, following Bygrim's lead, I will take out. See, I have a question.
Yes.
Thematically.
Are you gonna try to
Dramatically,
spaghetti? You
as
gonna
somebody
spaghetti
said.
it?
Just stick a fork in it and start twirling. No. A rapier is typically more of like a fencing blade, right? Like it's a very skinny, pointy
Yes.
blade.
Yeah.
I probably can't cut with that, can I? It's more of a stab. Like I have daggers.
It's more of a stab, and
Okay, that's
daggers are
fine.
technically more of a stab. Like,
But I mean, like daggers have an edge.
there's a
You know
way
what
for
I'm
you to
saying?
slash with rapiers, but mechanically you can't.
It's like, yeah, it's like some Zorro shit.
Oh,
Alright. I will just sort of put away my rapier. And I'm trying to think of a joke, but I really can't. I have a different joke that's kind of hanging out in my head, but it's fine. Maybe I'll type it into the chat later. I would like to take out my dagger. It's not even related. Anyway, it's born from me trying to think of other D jokes. But take out my dagger, and I'll just right in the seam of the door where I remember it being, I'll just run my dagger down and try to cut the remainder of the
Okay.
vines.
Roll a hit.
Using
Right.
the door as a bagel slice.
But like an uncooperative bagel slice where you're like, come on, I know I cut through. Oh no. That would be a resounding Son of a bitch. How do you do math? 9.
I'll let you know because we now have some updated features. As a rogue, you can bonus action steady aim, so if you don't move, your next attack can have advantage. Which, hey everyone, I updated your sheets with the optional rules.
Oh,
Hmm.
sweet. I'll have to
So
read
could
that.
I have, like, wait. So could I, wait, are you saying that
you can
if I
use
say
your
I'm not moving this turn, I could,
bonus action, get advantage on an attack.
okay, I will do that, please. But I just can't move this turn, then,
Yeah.
you're saying. Got it. Alright. Work, you little shit. That's so much better. You just got to be mean to them. I don't know, it's 16 plus 7.
23, yeah, that hits. Roll your
That's
damage.
the one. And that's a d4 plus 4. Take this stabby little guy. Question.
Yes.
Bygrim is within 5 feet.
I am not giving you sneak attack on this.
Damn it, come on, man.
This is an object and not a creature.
It's animated. Oh, good. Well, screw you because I got max damage. 8 points of damage.
Good for you. Yeah, you cut through the rest of the vines here and you're able to jam the door open.
Great.
It's not swinging open, but you guys
Mhm.
can push through it easier and move through it next turn. Okay, lock and tie.
Running.
I'm sorry that I'm just making you run a marathon. I thought you would have
Oh,
gone the
it's
opposite
fine.
way.
Always fun when the DM says that.
It's like,
We
oh,
didn't
yeah,
know
the most...
what was there.
It's hustling. It's fun. You're getting your cardio in.
And maybe it's
Bygrim's
there,
happy.
and then you blink. There. I'm assuming you're both running.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can call it that.
This guy's gonna move here.
You're doing like the old lady fast walking, you know?
Ty just hears Locke like.
I hate to repeat what I'm doing did last turn, but it's gonna animate vines again.
Son of a bitch, get a new job.
I don't think it has a job. It's a plant.
That's
I can
tired
hear
and weak.
fear.
I need vicious mockery.
What's she complaining about?
Stupid ass vibes.
Yeah, you can hear that kind of echoing down the hall. The two of you.
She's
All
complaining about
right.
the vines. Those
Hey,
children
Bygrim
making
and Fia.
musical videos.
You have to hit a 15 for this thing's AC, and it has 10 hit points. Bygrim was so close last time. So,
Oh, jeez.
The
let's see if you can...
Or the
the
vine
door?
creature.
The door
Okay.
vines.
Door. Okay.
The vine creature's got more than that.
Yeah, well, I was sort of thinking that does not sound very high.
That is.
Come on, Bygrim. Divine smite it. Do you have that yet?
I do, but I keep wanting to save it because I'm like, what if it's an emergency? And then I don't.
We're
have
trapped
it.
in a room
Listen.
with decaying bodies
No.
and a really
That's
mean
smart.
man.
I feel like I don't know, man. My spidey sense is telling me Andy has something bigger in store.
Who's
I do.
Andy?
God has something bigger than in store. And I don't
I know, Maliki, that's why we're here.
Are they okay in
Want us
there?
to die by
I
plague?
don't know.
So
Sound like
Vana
they're
shows
breaking
up and just
down.
starts.
I got a 23 to hit.
Yeah, roll your damage, big boy.
I just keep thinking of like different vines that could be applied to this now.
You mean like the I am the sand guardian, guardian of sand kind of a vine?
I have the vine
Yeah.
guardian of the vines.
That'll be 12 points of
My
damage.
leaky
Man,
quiver.
You
Quivers
cut
before
through
him.
the rest of these vines in one swing. You're done with this. You have an extra
Alright.
attack if you'd like. That can be used to shove the door open if you want.
Yeah,
Very much like to be
I'm
mean to
definitely
the
going
vine.
to just. Yeah, we're shoving the door open. We're getting out of here.
Or, arguably, I'd say you can grab Fia and move 15 feet with her.
It's okay, I'm very fast, don't worry about
Oh
me.
no, that'll work. Yeah. For the dramatic effect for Bygrim,
Okay.
it's gonna like scoop Fia, and then we just kind of we get out of there. Yeah.
I would also be like, I'm very quick though. I'm faster than you.
Alright, the two of you. Okay.
I mean, yeah.
You're on the
sure.
opposite side of the doors now. I'm gonna assume you close them?
Oh yeah.
Okay. You
Not
close
too
the doors.
Just don't go in there. But oh,
But see, like, why would a creepy vine be protecting it if we weren't supposed to go in? You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like,
I don't know.
why would a dragon guard a non-existent treasure?
I'm gonna say we're out of initiative.
Okay.
Unless there's something you would like to do.
I want to burn this place to the ground.
Thea's really
I mean,
hating them.
Ah, she
Fucking
hates
hate
names.
land.
Okay, fine. We're still in initiative. Fia, it's your turn. What do you want to do?
It's me. I go
Is
PvP
it
again.
She goes back in. Like, what do you? I just wanted to
Another
leave. That's
thing.
all.
No, that's fine. Have we tried? This is sort of unrelated, but I feel
Okay.
like we're in sort of an experiment mode right now. And have we ever tried lighting the blue moss on fire?
You haven't.
No.
Should
want-
we?
And like
I don't know, just see what happens.
that seems crazy. I mean, we just
Rude.
I'm not you. I mean,
Some would say innovative.
I don't know about burning a whole building. I mean, it's going to become ruins if
I
you.
didn't say the whole building, I said the blue moss. I was mostly kidding about burning down the whole building.
Oh, okay.
Also, it's mostly stone, so it's very hard to make stone catch. It's like 80% stone, God is telling me. It's less than that. Like 75. Less, okay. More like 50
God, are you
50.
talking to?
God is micromanaging my conversation.
Wow, Thea's divine now.
When did you become such a
It's because
holy
I'm
person?
immortal, so we're sort of on the same wavelength. So she can be like, you know what I mean?
I mean,
Well, let's say for now that room is just out of bounds.
yeah, we can.
You know, it's a danger room.
You put
but
some
not in
rope
a
on the
fun way.
door. Yeah.
Do we need a wet rope?
I mean,
Or are we thinking that the rope will keep it in there? Because I hate to tell you, Bygum, but vines are just sort of like a live rope.
Yeah.
No, we'll just.
Like, I mean, this is
tie
your
and-
This is your
I
whole
know,
thing. So if
but
you
I
want to
don't wanna
tie the
commit-
doors,
I'm gonna say we're out of initiative just because of how long the conversation's taken.
I thought
Ti-
the initiative being returned to it was a joke.
Oh no. I thought you were gonna do something. Tie and lock.
You mean I am doing something?
I mean,
Oh,
we
you went
could-
lock there.
I mean, we could try like burning it when Ty gets here. I mean,
Tie and lock. You two are rounding the corner.
Just
If
hear
you want, you
Locke
can do.
Ah, jeez.
You okay?
I don't know. I don't think I'm going to be any good at helping. Oh, wait, there's Bygrim and Fia. Locke's here to save the day.
Oh, alright.
it's here. We already.
Yeah, he did it.
I
We
mean,
did
we
sort of
already-
take care of it.
Yeah.
We took care of it.
Take care of what?
It's like a really pissed off plant.
I mean,
About
Sort of like
now, you
before.
feel on the opposite side of the door.
Son of a bitch. He's trying to
Oh,
ram
take
the door
care
down.
of it. As
Well,
in
I mean,
lock
like-
it in there.
I screamed very. Like,
Violence is
manly. I
not
thought-
always the answer, Ty.
with the plants.
Worked
it
on the
is.
gate.
I
Did
got
it?
the point there.
I feel like we should probably go unless we actually want to fight the plant.
Well, we already went
What's
to-
stopping it from coming out?
Well, who gives a
fire of
shit?
Some sort. I mean, you lit the torch and dropped it back there, so it. should
Well, I mean,
be-
it's just a very small spot.
I mean, it could
Okay.
catch fire.
I feel like
hope.
we can be walking and talking though, and I'll just
Yeah.
start tugging Bygrim.
Yeah,
away
no,
from the
we're-
door.
We're buddy system. Yeah, we're walking.
Well,
And
Ty
moving.
and I already went to the other side of this place, and we found some cool stuff, of course. But there's not really like another way. This is it, and maybe there's more in that room, you know.
Well, see, that was my thought as well. But there is a murdering, vindictive plant. Was there no other way out where you were? Or was it just like a cloister?
A door, but it was collapsed.
Could you go through it though?
It was collapsed.
Well, I mean, like, there's different kinds of collapse. There's like a collapse where it's like a wall of collapse, or there's like collapse but it's open.
We didn't try, but...
Well, far be it for me to tell you what to do. We are all here now, however, mean plant.
Well, we were going to explore, but then, you know, we had someone calling for help.
That was Bygrim. He was taken.
Yeah, it wasn't fun being hung up off the ground. I don't like it. It hurt, and I'd rather not go through it again. If I can
managed not to stab him though.
Yeah, she was so great. Fia's amazing, and he hugs Fia out of just gratitude.
Why do we have
because
to
he's
bring
like,
that
yeah,
up?
I'm just saying.
because I didn't die.
Oh my god.
I mean, some people get stabbed while they're in vines, and some don't.
Yeah, and Bygrim wasn't.
That's great, Fia.
Wow.
So, murderous plant in this room. We're not going that way. Let's
I
go
mean,
the
we
other way.
can. It's just we have to fight a plant, and I'm very good close up. But in order to get close up to that thing, I would have also had to be taken.
Right.
And I've been taken enough today, I think.
Yeah. I've also
As now has Bygrim.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Not fun.
Okay.
We'll try the other way then.
Yes, but counterpoint. We did know that we were coming in here, and that things might be a bit, you know, adventurous, and that we might have to deal with some plants that were not so kind to Bygrim. And so, why are we not dealing with the plant? It's just a question.
Well, if there's another way, I'd rather go there and save our energy for a potentially bigger, badder plant than just like a shitty little guy on the ceiling in a room with... There were a whole bunch of people without pants on.
Yeah,
It was very
weird.
strange.
What?
It's not.
Yeah,
reflective
it was
of
like an
Milwaukee.
ass party. It didn't make a whole lot of sense. I don't know if the Vine orchestrated this or if it's some sort of strange, esoteric Sylvanas worship. Oh, maybe that's where the honest comes in, you know?
Or, you know, like, au
Maybe I'm
natural.
mispronouncing.
I'm gonna be real careful about what tokens I use from now on.
It's fine. People are naked all the time. You're born naked, you know?
These people, oh, they're not fully naked.
I don't like the vibe of this conversation.
Maybe some of them were just trying to be modest.
Were they?
It's definitely not modesty.
Oh no, Beth's crying.
I'm crying, laughing about the joke.
It's fine.
Oh, it's such a burden being so hilarious.
You just have to carry. You're just carrying us right now. Just
Carry me. Oh my gosh.
Okay, well, I don't know. I'm fine with going back to the other room. I just, you know, I ran all the way here.
I'm
good?
I'm happy to murder a plant if that's where we're going with this.
I'm pooped Ty's crying.
I didn't think that was possible.
On the inside, she's not showing it.
Woo. Okay, everything's fine.
Are we gathered?
Very serious.
I think so.
Are we okay?
We're great.
I
Bygrim,
mean,
Nothing to
great.
see here.
Bygrim, do you need some healing?
Yeah, that'd be great because it hurt. Lock it.
Okay, but I'm
yeah.
not talking like you look pretty healthy. I'm talking like, how injured are you here? You think you have internal bleeding?
Yeah, maybe like a cracked rib or two. Yeah,
A cracked rib?
maybe.
You've taken a lot of damage since your short rest, huh?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, you've got like a cracked cranium, my guy.
Yeah.
Cracked rib, my ass. Their ass.
Oh.
It's
Their
more.
ass!
Bygrim's like half health.
Yeah.
Right, Bygrim? Well, listen, that's what a hero needs to do. You know, it's tough work, but somebody's got to do it, and you're pretty great at doing it.
And you feel a little cool sensation wrap around whatever is not feeling great.
I thought you were hyping yourself up as the hero.
I am.
Sometimes the hero needs to help out, and that's just what they gotta do.
Sometimes a hero is a little fish guy.
The little fish guy you had all along the way, you know?
I'm not gonna do that.
Goodness gracious.
I'm gonna
Okay.
do that at level 2.
Which spell are you doing?
Healing word.
Okay.
Hey. That's 10 points back to Bygrim.
Oh, thank goodness. Oh, that's good.
You
Yeah.
feeling better? Words of encouragement?
Oh yeah, I feel like I can take on the world now. Oh.
We take it on that plant.
Yeah, I feel like myself again after some healing.
What the fuck?
Oh, no, we can't do that. Fia said we gotta
No,
go
it's
the other
because that
way.
shit wrecked you! It took you into the scene and then frickin' dropped you!
Yeah, but I mean, we got everybody here now, and I feel like there's a chance when we're all together, like we
Hello, your
mess
dungeon
things
master.
up.
I'm gonna interject one thing. Your two other companions, I'm just gonna say that they're guarding the gate in case something tries to come through.
Oh, okay.
Makes sense.
That way you don't think they've been got.
They've also been taken.
Maybe.
By the vines.
That's
Counterpoint. You said that the vines were trying to take you up into the ceiling. What
yeah.
if they were just trying to show you something cool?
No, if you show someone something cool, you lift them gently. That was
Yeah, that was a yoink. That was
That
a
was a
straight
yank.
yoink.
mhm.
Yeah.
Sometimes I get excited and
Nope. Nope. You can't adopt this plant, Locke.
I've been yoinked
We
before.
can kill
and
it?
No, not like that.
What?
What?
I feel like the tides are turning on me, which is fine. If you want to go back in, we can. It's just, it kept fucking up the ground and making it real hard to move. And it got Bygrim, and it, like, you know, ensnared me. Not in, like, a mental way, but, like, in a physical way.
Let's look at the other room. If we can get through, we'll keep going. If we can't, we'll come back here and kill the vine.
I also might have started a fire. We should go.
That works for. Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you want to roll another
Inside
d20
the
for me?
room?
Of course, inside the room. Where else would I set the fire, Ty? Use your head.
So this whole place is going to be on fire soon.
Well, stone
it's-
doesn't catch
There's a lot of stone.
fire, so we're
Roll.
fine.
What's a
Yeah,
d20
that
roll?
was 50%.
What's a d20 roll?
You weren't here for that. It's a 10.
Okay,
Middle of
Okay.
the road.
middle of the road. All right. You don't
Just
smell
like
any
me.
smoke. Ty,
It's
you
fine.
don't smell any smoke. They say there's a fire. You don't smell a single thing.
Great.
I dropped a torch. Like, let's be clear. I didn't, like, set up a nice little straw man and, like, you know.
Yeah,
Right.
you
Dropped a
did.
torch in a room full of vines.
And dead
They're
bodies.
alive! They're soaking wet with their little life creepy energies. Ready to
Right.
grab you. They're
We're gonna try the
dexterous.
other room.
Yeah, let's try the other room. Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna, for ease, I'm gonna move all of you into that other room.
Okay.
Put you
Nice.
near the altar. All right. Yeah. With a little instruction, you go to the other end of the hall, climb through some wreckage, over a mound of dirt and debris, and you are in this room. It seems there's a bunch of pews that are destroyed. There is some gnarly thorns coming in from one side of the room, from potentially another room. There's a destroyed statue. There's a destroyed altar. You see that the doors have caved in, but there is a space. So you could go through and you can kind of see, with a little bit of sunlight that flickers here and there, you can kind of see that there's like a bigger room past that door.
I check it. Scope around.
Yeah.
See if there's danger.
Alright, so
Are you
probable theory.
Oh, right.
We entered this room, right?
Yeah.
Do you
Yes.
see this altar over here?
What are you leading up to there, little man?
What do you mean?
I'm just getting a weird vibe off of you. That's fine. As long as we all leave the room together.
I mean, that's kind of nice.
Leaving
You're
the
giving off a
room
weird
together.
I mean,
This is
but
normal
look.
vibe.
Are you telling the story? What's happening here?
I was telling a story and then you told me I
Okay.
was being weird.
Well, I got this very sacrificey energy off of you, and it was making me a little uncomfortable.
It wasn't me. It was all the pantsless guys.
The pantsless people are sacrificing.
I think so.
Oh, what are they sacrificing? Beyond their modesty.
Their decency.
Oh, and it's a D1 too.
I think, like, I was telling Ty that maybe some weird bad magic happened here.
Dark magic. What kind?
I don't know. I said that I had a theory at first that it was just like Sylvanus being a bad guy. But then I altered my thought process a little and I thought maybe he could still be a bad guy, but maybe he was like pushed to being a bad guy, you know? Like he was bound by the people here, the pantsless guys, and he was like,
The pantsless ones are the baddies.
I don't know.
No, but that's the theory.
I don't know. They're dead now.
Well, I mean, dead people can still be bad.
That's true. But I mean, like, maybe someone killed them and they're the baddies, so I don't want to put that kind of...
Well, is killing a bad person does it make you bad?
No, I'm saying... Never mind.
We're losing the plot here.
Regardless...
We found this book.
That's
Didn't get a
that's
chance to read
big
it.
book.
Yeah, we'll read it later.
We read some of
That's
it.
like
They're worshipping Sylvanus and the ones who follow him, or at least help him.
Like my leaky Bygram.
Oh.
But she's good,
Well,
isn't she?
yes. We just think that maybe they might be in danger. And it's not that Sylvanus is bad. It's just that maybe
From Sylvanus.
a bad thing might have happened to Sylvanus.
They could
So
be
he's
going
not,
through
He's
them.
not the bad thing
He could
in
be.
this theory.
Listen, he could
He
be.
could be.
There's two
Alright.
theories. There's two ongoing theories. There's the look theory that Sylvanus was bound, and now he's a little pissed off, and he's like, "Let me go, guys." And then there's Ty's theory that he was just like bound and taken out of the equation, and so like slowly all the other ones that's gonna happen too as well. My theory.
And he was bound by people.
Unsure.
Just normal ass people.
Unsure. But that professor we were talking to said that he's gone, or they took his
Yeah.
whatever that stone was.
Evanescence. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And his presence has faded. If he's gone, my Leaky's in trouble. that leaves Shantia and Eldeth.
So it's kind of like a pyramid, and he's maybe one of the lower, the solid tiers, and by removing a corner, it makes the whole structure unsteady. Is that what you're getting at?
Sylvanas divvied up his domain into multiple sections, and they all rule them together.
So then you remove the top dog.
Yes.
Anarchy. All
It's
right.
starting to crumble. Yeah.
Well, even if they get through all of them one at a time,
Mm-hmm.
what's that leave? Probably probably murderous vines and
Pantsless corpses.
toxic. Or not where I was going, but I suppose that could be a symptom of this.
Mm-hmm.
Do
Mm-hmm.
you think
Mm-hmm.
Yinia was a bad guy?
Well, she did
I
have
don't know.
pants on, so perhaps not.
I don't think we can judge whether a person's bad by.
Well, I don't know.
Not
Did the
wearing
Mormon have pants? I don't remember them
The
having
shark
pants on.
teeth didn't wear shirts.
Yeah, like I think this is a giant clothing conspiracy.
I'm
No.
not talking about any of
What
that.
were the
Okay.
Mormon
Ah,
wearing?
Welcome to my Kill a Kill campaign. You figured it out.
Hear me out. We helped
Mm.
Yinia get away from those boar men.
Mhm.
Boar
Yeah.
men, in my opinion, sound very naturey. You know, like they might.
But they served Talos. We know that.
Oh, right. Okay, theory done.
Well, I mean, no. It could be maybe this. Okay, to go along with your theory, let's say somehow these people did bind Sylvanas
Mm.
into, let's say, for the sake of argument, an object, right? And then something happened. This temple was struck because they knew, they being the baddies, knew that they possessed the container of Sylvanas. I'll think of a pithy name for it later. So, they came to this temple, this cathedral, whatever, to take the object. So let's say now Talos wanted the Sylvanas up. Sure. And that's why this temple was destroyed. So he could take it, and now he has it, and maybe now he can twist and pervert nature because he has access to the cup.
Do you think?
Sylvanas is out of the picture.
Do you think I was holding?
Like he's like a baby rattle, you know, and they're just sort of shaking it and seeing what'll
What'll fall
What'll
out?
happen.
sort of nature it can pervert. I'm neither holy nor magic-y. All of this sounds like a whole bunch of nonsense to me, so I'm just spitballing here.
Do you think?
Skiddy at the wall kind of a person.
Do you think I was holding Sylvanas in that house?
What house?
The one where we met the professor and we
You mean Evan? The essence? Maybe it's a puzzle. Maybe we got to put all the pieces back together and then boom, we've got a god. Shit.
She said that there were more of them, and they were found at temples to Sylvanas. If they've restrained him into parts, they could be doing the same thing to others.
Or at least he's perhaps the blueprint.
Yeah. Start with him, get through the rest, and then
again.
Who is
There-
Sylvanas? Like, what is... So you said he rules over nature, but, like, so do your people. Well, they're not
they
people.
only
They're gods.
rule over nature because Sylvanas gave their domains to them.
So, but then what does he rule over?
All
Does
of
he
it.
rule over them? Do they answer to him? Or does he have his own... Because, like, Maniki sort of sounds like animals and, like, coolness. And then, like,
Yeah.
Eldath sort of seems
Forest.
like water, fresh
Waterfalls.
water. Okay. And then we saw Shantia, and she was sort of, like,
Agriculture.
grainy.
Fields.
Yeah. Great. So then what's he? Is he, like... Doesn't leave a whole lot.
Nature.
So he's just nature, just in general.
He's
Like all of
everything.
it.
The jack of all trades. Yeah.
I see. He is the umbrella term.
Yes.
looks
Voodoo.
after us kind of as well, I guess. You and I.
Shit. Specifically you and I, or like as a people?
Well, because we're like on the water and stuff.
So he also, he fucks with water, he fucks with land. He's just got a finger in just about every pie, is what you're telling me.
I don't know.
Well, an antler, I suppose, because he has those.
That's pretty cool.
All right.
Makes sense
Well,
that they would go for him first. If they contain him in some sort of rock, if that's just his essence left, then who's protecting the other three?
I mean, that's just a theory. We don't have to go on it. I know sometimes, well, you know.
well, I think it's a bad one. It's just a little bit like, whew, you know what I mean?
Why is it?
Yeah, who can...
We got our asses kicked by a plant.
You didn't.
How are we supposed? Well, you were not there. How are you supposed to? How are we supposed to take down deities who are wielding the power of nature when the nature deities that two of us call upon are actively threatened? That seems dicey.
You have experience with that, don't you?
Me?
Yeah, I mean, you.
You dodge Umberly all the time.
Yeah,
I mostly yell at the sky and tell her to piss off. I don't really know.
maybe that could.
I-
work.
like, I
No,
feel
that could
like-
work for us.
I feel like we're putting a lot of emphasis on the fact that I merely haven't died yet.
That's pretty impressive.
Well, I mean, when you consider the track record of the ships I've been on, sure, it's not looking so hot when I go on a ship. Sorry, guys.
Well, would they
It's really
target?
inevitable for you guys. But whatever, we'll cross that
Umberly?
bridge when we get to it. Yeah, I don't really know much about dodging her. I always sort of imagined that she spared me for some sick reason. So, wouldn't count on that. Unless you also want to somehow be chosen by a vengeful evil deity that would like to puppet your entire life to their purpose.
Does she just
Pretty cool
choose-
sometimes.
Does she choose more than one person?
Well, I don't really know. It's not exactly I've been like, so Umberly, let's have a good chit chat. Let's sit down. Let's talk it out. I'm more just usually like,
Okay.
you know? I don't really approach the table with an energy of listening. It's just aggressive.
I see.
Can't blame you. Are we going to keep exploring? Maybe we'll find something else
Well,
that
why don't I just have a
confirms this.
quick looky-loo first, so that perhaps we can prevent one of you folks from becoming ceiling food.
says the
pinata.
person who was picked up by a vine half an
That
hour
was because
ago.
I tried to go through a vine curtain, and it didn't work. So if you see a
Right.
vine curtain, and if I see a vine curtain again, I'll think, maybe not. You know what I mean? Just to have a
Right.
look. It's my
Sure.
one thing. Other than
Cool.
dodging apparently a vengeful deity, which I'm happy to give any sort of TED talk on, if that's what you need. I knew a man named Ted. He liked to talk.
Great
At
elven
length.
talker.
Yeah, well, he was just on a couple of the ships I went on. I was kind of glad when he was done because he got a little bit pretentious as he went on, you know? Like, at first they were really good, and then he just sort of was like, okay.
Roll me a
up his own
d20.
ass a little. Roll a d20. Sure. It's another 15.
Nah, damn, Ted's still alive. Somewhere.
Oh, damn. He lived.
Supposedly.
Okay, well, I'll go, and I'll just skitter.
Okay, I'm moving you there.
Just drag my little body around up in there and have a quick look.
And move y'all over here.
I'm not letting her go. Oh, I can't grab myself. Come on.
Oh.
There we go. I'm not staying that far away.
Shut up, you!
She's choosing to make this the horniest.
The two ladies, you make your
I
way.
show up every episode ready to make it the horniest episode. Listen. One day I will win.
Ty's just gonna.
I
swoop
am
in
playing
like
a
this? That's
numbers game
crazy.
in this as well.
No, it's gonna be
Listen,
me.
I'll let you have the horniest episode on episode 69. And then you
Nice.
die episode 70.
Love that.
Oh no.
Okay, perfect.
What a better arc for me.
According to plan. You get to this big ass door.
Mhm.
Roll a perception check for me.
14.
14. You see that there is like a big ass room.
That's a big ass room. Is it dark?
It's like it was midday and it's starting to get into the afternoon and like later. There's a little bit of like sunlight here and there that peeks through from just
Okay.
parts of the roof being destroyed, but because there's no windows or any torches or anything lit, it is sort of dark. Not like pitch black or anything, but like dim light. But you can see that the door has kind of collapsed down with like the frame on top of it, and there's just like a chunk missing. You see bits of the roof have fallen. But yeah, there's a room that you can just go into. You can climb over this stuff and get there.
All right. I'll start climbing, and then when I reach the apex, right as I'm about to disappear inside, I'll just say, just to be safe, wait for my signal, and I'll just like dip inside the room.
Okay. You dip inside the room. Ty can probably still see you. It's like not.
It's a
It's
lot
not
less
like-
dramatic this way. Ty, don't look. Avert your eyes.
Fine.
So,
It's
no.
slightly high enough that Ty can maybe see like the cusp of your hair, maybe. If she gets on top of the door, she can see you though.
Yeah.
I am, in fact, getting on top of the door.
all right.
Ruining my dramatics.
Fia, you think you're hidden.
So sad.
What would you like to do in here? With it's like I said, it's not super dim in here, so you can kind of see as you get in here. This is a big room.
It's a big room. Wow, it's a big room.
Yeah,
Holy shit. This is a
Oh,
huge room.
you can kind of see that there is like, turning to directly across from you. You can see that, yeah, the room where the vine's coming from. There are vines blocking that door that seem to be kind of stitched into it, and even like snaking out partway into this room. You see that there is a trail of moss, and it does kind of branch out between kind of like a sickly moss to that blue moss. You see there is like a big raised staircase kind of altar thing. There's a basin at the bottom of it, and a statue of, you're not really sure what it is from where you are.
Well,
But
you
yeah.
may as well have the other two come in here, seeing as you jumped the gun. Try not to
Just
take it
making
personal.
sure you don't get grabbed by vines again.
And also letting you know to
I
your left
wouldn't
there is
see
another
them.
room with 2 doors.
Ooh, another room. Do these doors look different? Or do they look the same?
They're bigger and slightly. Okay, these doors do look different. They're slightly bigger, wider, taller, and they actually show 4 gods,
Oh.
which you are going to assume, based on the fact that the other 2 listed off a series of gods, that these are probably Shantia, Eldath, Maliki, and Sylvanas. The door is set up not like the other 2, where it's 1 god on each side. It's set up where Myliki and Eldath are on the sides, and then Sylvanas is in the center, kind of in the mid, like
Okay.
bottom, and then the top is Shantia.
Okay.
Actually, I'm going to reverse that. Sorry, it is Shantia is at the bottom, forming like the bases of like a tree, and then Sylvanas
Okay.
is at the top, and he has this like crown of horns that make like
Checks
branches.
out. Very cool visual. Kinda want to open this door. What do you think?
Maybe we wait for the other two to get closer.
I mean, they're not that far. They're like right on the other side of the rubble. On the debris.
I'll like
I'm gonna
wave
noodle my way to
them forward as I crawl down the opposite side of the door.
And I'm just gonna start looking for holes to stick my
Wow.
grubby little hands in.
Wow.
Open it.
No.
Wow. All right,
Time to
Lock and
order more
Bygram.
meat.
Yeah, I don't believe you. Lock and Bygram, do you follow suit?
Mm.
Okay.
It takes Bygram a second before he starts to follow.
Put you all-
If he
yeah.
does that, Locke will stop him. What's wrong?
I don't know. When I was a soldier, I mean, I fought, obviously, and before I left, that's the whole thing. I guess with your theory and everything, I just feel like I'm just back to square one again, just under new management, and
What do you mean?
oh,
You said the other god that you had was, he was mean and scary.
yeah, that's putting it lightly. Yeah.
Did I say something wrong? I don't know that Sylvanus is a bad guy. I was just speculating. He's probably not a bad guy.
Yeah, I don't think he is. I hope he's not. I just
I'm
just
sorry.
don't want to go down that path.
I don't think you would. I think you're making really smart choices. I don't know much about this god stuff, so anything I say you could just ignore all of it.
No, it's fine. I mean, I'm like learning and hearing from other people. It's just I know I'm not the smartest one here compared to everyone else. I'm just good at violence, and I just wish I could do more.
You do a
than
lot,
just that.
though. See, the thing is that I think a lot of people don't equate violence with kindness. But sometimes it's necessary, you know?
Maybe. I mean,
Definitely.
Hmm.
But also, I don't want you to feel bad, because, like, the truth is that, like, sometimes I talk a lot, and, maybe I shouldn't.
No, it's fine. I prefer talking. It beats silence.
I don't want to make you feel bad. I just,
No, you haven't. That's just me. I just gotta get my head back in the game. That's all.
how can I help?
Yeah, you did.
Okay, okay, well, maybe, hey, Bygram, you're doing really great, and my leaky would be really proud, and if you, decide to, like, throw up your hands at any point and you say, you know what, this good stuff, not for me, then, well, I will have your back.
Well, thanks, bud. You think, no, I'm not gonna go to Eldath or anything like that. Maybe Ty's. Maybe she wants another person. No, but I might have to become blue. And I kind of like being green.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Oh.
If you guys would do that.
And Bygro's back in the game. He's
Listen, we should
moment
probably
of doubt is over.
we should probably hurry up because well, if you're talking about no brains, sometimes Fia's pretty reckless.
Excuse.
No, she's
I'm elbow deep in the door right now.
Fia's.
Pardon me.
I mean, that's.
You turn her over, and Fia is like 2 arms and a leg into the locking
For
mechanism, and
It was not this hard last time.
It's admirable. Oh.
I honestly think
Hmm.
I think my foot is stuck. I might wait. Okay, somehow I think I'm touching my foot.
Ty, you
And-
were
My
stuck in
hand?
the door?
with that realization, we will go to break.
Yeah.
Wow.
Welcome to the Charisma Saving Show ad break. Looking for ways to support the show? We've got tons of great free options for you. If you haven't already, why not subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow our Twitter, or join our Discord? Already doing all those things? There are other great ways for you to interact with our show, like leaving us a comment, using our hashtag, hitting the like button, or interacting with our chat on premiere days. So set sail with us and join in on the adventure.
Gee, howdy, golly willikers, and welcome back to the Charisma Saving Show.
All these Canadian references. I don't
If you
understand
can give
them.
me 20 reasons why Beth should live, you win.
Clean? Not Fia,
Nope.
just me.
Yeah, you'll win a special engraved knife set made of my imagination.
Ooh, oh.
Yeah,
I was with the knives, and then I was like, ooh, I can use some cooking knives. And,
not for cooking, for killing.
Oh,
Yes,
never
that's
mind.
You
the
could
kind of knife I
you
would
could
want
use
you to
them
have.
you could use them for cooking if you were a cannibal. Anyways, we return
Ben's
to the
gonna
Temple
quit
of.
this show, and I don't want that.
I'm gonna hire Justin to replace me as Bygram. That's what I'm gonna do. Just,
And what? We're gonna give Justin.
We gotta. He's gonna fill the 1-man quota. That's what's gonna
Okay.
happen. I'll be like, tag
He's
out.
gonna fill with puns, dude. It'll just be
Can you-
me and Justin
can you
the
allow
whole
that?
episode.
All right, those of you in the
Never
chat,
mind,
we're
no,
having a
Justin,
vote.
I love you, but no, you never mind. No.
Yeah,
have
there
to
you go.
feed me
You have a
in
a
fisticuffs.
duty to the world and to us. If we let Justin in here, who is going to tell us to make our beds?
Yeah,
Beth?
that's true.
I mean,
I
Beth-
hastily
definitely.
made my bed right
yeah,
before we did
remember
this.
when this
See,
started?
this is the effect you have. Anyways,
Oh, the benefits. It's just really wholesome and positive.
The benefits?
oh.
Yeah.
I'm changing the Discord name to Friends with Benefits.
I love it.
Listen, it's like
Jane-
energy, but it's with Ben.
Change Ben's nickname.
Benergy is
I can't.
also good.
If I change his nickname, it's gonna
No, it'll be
bump him
F.
around.
It'll be F. Friends with benefits.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Listen, Ben is
You don't-
enough.
Ben is Benef.
He is Benuf. Anyway, speaking of Benuf,
Why does that sound like the guy from Montreal?
who the fuck
You know,
are you talking about?
Bonhomme Carnaval.
What are you French people talking about? Bagram, you turn while having this beautiful conversation with Locke to see Fia 3 limbs into a wooden door looking like she's going to pull out her back.
Don't help her. I want to see where this goes.
She's gonna hurt herself.
Almost
Why-
got it.
Yeah, she's almost got it.
Fia, make a sleight of hand check with disadvantage.
I don't.
Disadvantage with 3
Okay.
limbs in there? Come
Fine.
on.
Exactly.
My foot's helping. I'm very dexterous.
Hey, you have shoes on.
Yeah, but maybe they're tabby
Disadvantage?
I'll give you a flat roll.
Nice. It
'Cause
was a natural 19.
Oh, fuck.
Take it back. Plus
I did.
7. That's a
I-
26.
Roll with
bitch.
disadvantage. Give me it. I want to see what you get. Just for funs and shits and giggles.
Mother, bitch, it's a 6, so that's a 12 still. Oh wait, no, it's a 13. I can do math.
What you doing, man?
Well, because I put you into the hole with 3 limbs and that wasn't a choice you made, yeah, you get the flat roll.
Nice.
It takes you a bit of time, but you unlock the door.
Impressive.
There is several thuds and clicks on the opposite side as the door mechanism unlocks. Odd thing you realize, though, which maybe it's why you rolled so high, or the locking mechanism seems to be on this side.
Oh, that's not good.
Way to go, Fia.
Or at least if they're, with how complex this door seems, there might be 2 locking mechanisms, but it seems like it was activated on this side.
I have a thought, just to offer to the group.
Sure.
Really, any sort of a direction, but just for contemplation. If this was an inhabited cathedral, why are there so many fucking locked doors? You know what I mean?
Privacy.
Didn't catch that block. Gotta bring it down a couple octaves.
It wasn't that high. Oh, jeez. Privacy.
Well, I suppose that makes sense for the pantsless room. Perhaps they were performing something. But, you know, like, it just seems a little suspicious. I mean, I haven't been in many churches, but it's just kind of weird. Don't you think? All these locked rooms. Again, just good for thought.
Ty. Have you
Yeah.
been in a temple before? Other than the one that we went at TempleCon.
Weren't many temples around my home.
So the place...
But you were a little bit more, like, classically trained, right? Like, you were a little bit more brought up in it.
Nope.
Oh, well, shit. We're all just flying by the seat of our pants.
Ty,
At least
I'll
we have
give you a retroactive history check as you maybe dive deep into a memory.
Ooh.
Ooh, that's 19 on the dice.
19
My
on the dice.
intelligence is +0, so
Woof.
3. Oh, but I'm proficient. 23.
23. You vaguely remember a time you and your sister were able to like go to a temple of Eldath. It's a bit of a trip, but like you're able to convince, the orphanage to allow the 2 of you to go. Generally, if a temple has locking doors, it is for privacy, or some temples have sort of sectioned off areas for like different faiths. Yeah, generally for privacy. Some of them, the doors are, how to put it? The doors are made so intricately and ornate that they try to keep them locked when not in use, so that they don't become overused and damaged over time. So sometimes it's just so that they can be used as like a centerpiece or like something to look at. So the locked doors aren't super suspicious to you necessarily. They're a little concerning, but sometimes a secure building needs to have a secure door. Also, it keeps people out sometimes.
Maybe not as malicious as you think. What do I know? I haven't been to many temples.
Just a locked
But-
door always feels like it's hiding something, you know what I mean?
But maybe it's like
You
a
would think
storage
that.
closet.
What did you say? It's about flossing? What?
No, I said
Storage closet.
a storage closet, maybe. And
Well, why would you lock a storage closet?
Well,
You know what
because
I mean?
maybe
Like,
the
people
other
lock
people that
safes
no,
and, like,
listen, if, maybe,
dungeons.
Maybe the other people that are living here are stealing your snacks.
I feel like that would be more of a note in a refrigerator kind of a
Yeah, but
deal.
they don't stop, so you put a padlock on it.
Did we say refrigerators are real?
Cold cellar.
A big cellar, then.
I
if
don't
that's the
think-
case.
I'm the smartest of the group. I get to invent things if I want.
What the fuck
I
you
don't think-
do?
This
Then
place
kill
is
me.
inherently evil.
I don't think so.
This place.
No, it's
I don't
bad.
think it is.
I don't
I
think so. I'm
think
just
this
saying a
place-
healthy dose of suspicion.
Right.
Suspicious about everything, though, Fia. But
Yeah, and I'm
I'm gonna open the door.
yeah,
Okay.
That's
I thought I already did. Did I not? Or my limbs just
You
didn't
oh, you,
know?
you
unlocked
unlocked
it.
the door. And
Ah,
I will say this. You have gone up to every door in an attempt to unlock it without checking if they were locked before. So,
for sure.
but I've also allowed you to unlock them. So,
Listen,
anyways, you open the door.
it's fun.
You see a horrifying sight.
Oh, good.
In this room, you see that there is a large, what would be a door, but it is covered. The doorway, all of the ornate decorations around it are covered in a thick wall of thorns, and out from the thorns come strange, gnarled, dark branches.
Hmm.
You see that there is some kind of cluster at the center of this, but you don't know what it is. And then scattered in front of the door, there are several bodies of people, animals, different types of humanoids, like goblins, lizard folk, furbolg, and they all seem to be... Some of them are wrapped up in some of these branches. Some of them are hung from the thorns. They seem to be not necessarily rotting, but almost petrified, but in a strange... Rather than them being made of stone, they seem to be made of wood. This room reeks of iron and sulfur, and also that sort of acidic kind of taste in the air that the corrupted water from the well had.
Oh shit.
You see that the moss here is another mix of just sort of like a sickly green and this blue moss, and the blue moss specifically, makes its way up to the door. And the bodies that are kind of splayed over the place, some of them are in the moss and have been overtaken, but you can kind of see the form of a person or an animal that has been turned to mulch, is what I'm going to say.
Gross.
Hmm.
Shut the door again. You know, just forget it. You know, just sort of go, well, that sucks. No,
I think
I'm
we have
seeing
to
the
go
look
in
on their
there.
faces saying no.
Yeah.
We want to maybe taste some of the other rooms first that don't have ominous, thorny doorways.
I
You
think they.
Why bother?
Just don't want to go in there.
And I'm going to tell you, the thing you notice in here is that the rafters still remain, but the roof on this part
We're gone.
it's barely there. It seems to be that there was maybe something in the ceiling, something carved, and it's pieced away over time.
Locke is gonna turn to Bygrim and just say,
How we feeling?
I feel like I don't want to go in there, but I think we might have to.
Okay. Whatever you want.
Yeah, we might as well see if we can
Well-
find any.
Well, if we're gonna go in, perhaps I should look around and just see if it seems alive. You know, better a trap be sprung on one than on four. You know what I mean? If the
Yeah.
first mouse sets off the trap, then at least the others can have the cheese. You know?
Don't love that analogy, but sure.
I
Yeah,
don't
well,
either.
the early bird gets the worm, but the second mouse gets the cheese. It's just sort of
Everyone, if you could donate at least 5 subscriptions in chat, we can get Grayson some cheese because I can see she's thinking about it.
thing.
Yeah.
Cheese chat.
Cheese fund, please.
The cheese fund.
Yeah, I will sort of. Can I, permitting this is indeed what Bygrim wants us to do, I of course do not want to overstep, Bygrim, your quest for
Yeah, I
knowledge.
answers. It feels like
Knowledge answers salvation.
Well, I was sort of wondering, like, godliness, like, maybe. I don't really. Yeah, it's fine. It's not important, I think. Should I go in?
I trust you, Fia. You'll be fine.
Did Dark just claw your back?
Just fighting with a goblin, don't mind me.
I came alive.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
a bud.
Oh,
Demon baby.
Oh.
Tiny babe.
Oh,
Oh, you're
a
very
worm.
cute, but you're very bad. Are you a worm?
yeah.
Okay, sorry. Sorry for the interruption.
No, that's good worm behavior.
That's good worm content.
Ooh.
Sure, I'll sort of hug in the wall. I will just sort of, again, I don't know how far I can creep in. Maybe about here. And I would like to just spend a
Ooh.
couple of minutes. Oh, I don't like that.
Make a stealth check for me.
Okay, I'm pretty good at those.
You are.
Is anybody gonna just give me a boost before I go? No, just raw dogging it, that's fine.
You've got this.
Oh, hi-yo.
No bark.
Oh, that's pretty good.
You're great at those. So
That's pretty good.
We would
That's
get
a
there, so that's
25.
There you
25.
go.
You can get there because stealthing is half
Okay.
your movement.
Yeah, that's fair.
You can get to that 34-point mark. What are you trying to do here?
I just want to sort of sit, like, you know how you sort of sit on your heels?
Yes.
And I just want to, like, steady my body on the ground, like, hunker down as much as I can, and just watch the walls for any minute, like, shifting or movement, and spend, like, a couple of minutes just watching it.
Okay, make a perception check for me. And you specifically mean like the wall with the big door, right?
Of course, yes.
Okay.
Don't you hate Dry?
Come on, team. We can do this. Nice. That's a natural 19 for a 23.
Okay. 23. Over the next couple of minutes, it's not that you see this wall move. It's you start to take in the details of everything about it. There seems to be like some sort of beautiful carved entryway with a like overhanging arch and everything with like another set of really beautiful doors, you think. But yeah, from the center of it, there's this weird cluster of like petrified wood and something at the center of that. And thorns out from there. You don't see the wall move,
Okay.
but you swear you hear maybe like a low thrumming or like raspy breathing from the center,
Gross.
whatever this cluster is. But you're not sure if that's what it is.
So just to be clear, would you stop it?
I'll ping where I'm saying it is.
Yeah, no, so it's... I'm more just clearing up the visuals. So, big ass door. Like the largest
Like-
door we've seen yet.
Yeah. So like
Wood.
big ass wall, big ass door. There's like an arch. It's all like intricately carved.
Mhm.
The arch sort of peers out over the door and probably does so on the opposite side. So there's like a
Okay. Does this, from my very, very limited experience, does this seem like it could be a portal to, I don't know, a grove that someone might have mentioned before?
no.
Okay, cool.
It looks
That's
like
kind
this
of
was
comfortable.
probably the front door for the temple,
Oh,
and
we went in a side door. That was a really big side door. Holy shit. These are inside thoughts, of course.
there's also the fact that that door used to be attached to a bridge that you wouldn't have had
Oh
been able to
my.
access.
I keep
Um,
forgetting about the bridge.
well, I mean, it's
Think about
Rebel
that.
now. um, what's your passive insight? Sorry, not insight, investigation.
15.
15. The way the whatever here is grown out, like the door is completely blocked and like the walls are like covered for the most part. It's almost, it all seems to be on this side, as if something grew out on this side to either bar people from entering or leaving. And you don't know if that's necessarily a good or a bad thing.
Yeah, that's a little bit freaky. I don't like the idea of people being like, yeah, we're closing it from the inside. Especially when holy people do that, that's usually a pretty bad sign. You know what I mean? Usually they're a little, usually at least from what I've heard, they're a little bit more of like a, come in, we'll keep you safe, not, oh no, danger's in here, we'll keep you out. You know what I mean? Again, inside thoughts.
With your passive investigation as well, and with a 23 perception, though, the way the branches are and the vines are that have like bodies on them, it almost looks like they were pierced by whatever this is or pushed
Yeah, it checks
away.
in. Yeah. Does this look similar to the vines that were chasing by Grim?
Oh,
Like in a similar family, perhaps? Or do
in a
these look like
similar
thorny
family that this is nature.
Okay, great. More vines that are
But
angry at us.
I'll say this, not similar enough that they seem like they are the like exact same thing.
Okay. Okay. Alright. So, this is the front door. It has a wall of things. What are we going to gain by opening this door? Probably not much.
I will say from the look of it, like this is like a thick mass of like branches and like wood and vines. It would probably take you days to cut through this.
Yeah, okay. Not really the goal. Except for there's a weird, creepy... The center thing. Does it seem like a heart or does it seem more like a knot?
You would have to get closer to figure it out. It's not like you can like see it. It's like right there. It is like behind a bunch of stuff, and you can kind of see something. It does kind of look like a knot. It's vaguely like 6 foot around.
Ow. It's a big thing.
It looks kind of like what you can kind of glean with a 23. It looks kind of like a cocoon.
Gross. I hate
guess.
that. Oh, this isn't my journey. I should not make these decisions on my own.
Maybe the man whose mission it is should take the lead.
Yeah. Well, I'll sort of look behind and quietly mime. Who knows if they'll get it? That I don't see any living vines. But there's a cocoon. What? There's like a cocoon.
You can always stealth back to your friends and tell them.
Well, I know, but I was also thinking of stealth and closer. You know what I mean? But maybe I should go back because this is, again, not my decision, not my choice. I'll just be like, come back.
You also don't have to deal with this room. You can explore more.
I know. I'm posturing this to the group from my position on the floor. My complicated hand signals.
What is she? She's hugging herself. Does she want a hug? I don't.
And then I'm like,
I don't think so.
Walk, run.
She wants us. She wants to come. She wants to go for a walk.
With us?
She wants us to go
Like as a
there
group?
and hug her. She needs emotional support.
I'm pretty good at that.
I don't know if we're supposed to go inside.
She's inside.
I think she
is
wants us.
confused.
I think.
I think you guys should just go in.
don't listen to that one.
We'll try
I'm
to
waving
adjust
for her to
out.
come back.
Oh yeah, I'll come back. I'll come
Yeah.
back.
Okay.
Did you get what I was saying?
You wanted
No.
us to come in.
You wanted a walk?
No.
You needed emotional
Well, first I was
support.
saying, always, but not in this particular moment. I was saying that I was in there and I didn't see any moving vines, but I did notice like a cocoon or like a
bad.
knot at the center of the door.
Not a
And
hug.
then I thought, should I come back? Should I come back to you guys? Or should we like keep going? Should I wait here?
You're not very good at charades.
We'll need to
Thank
go
you.
through hand signals another time, probably.
Locke got it.
Did
He thought you needed emotional support.
I also, to
wrong
clarify, I think
necessarily.
you might have heard what you wanted to hear.
What I want to hear. No.
Not very good.
Oh.
just as a,
I didn't hear that. Nope. I heard very good.
you keep holding
Um,
on to that.
A cocoon.
So, yeah. Well, it seems sort of that way. I'm worried that if we poke that thing, we are in for a fight. Are you sure we don't want to explore perhaps the weird basin yonder that way? Like, I mean, I'm also like, we're here, if we're here for a fight, we're here for a fight, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I just don't know what that sentence, you know what I mean?
I don't think I want to poke the cocoon
I want to poke the cocoon.
or whatever it is. I'd rather
I
get
feel
a
like you
better
want to
lay of
become the
land.
cocoon. Look,
I just listen. I'm having. You're giving mixed signals.
Me.
Because yes, because you were like, I don't want to fight this plant.
I
Like
don't.
5 minutes ago, and then now you're like, ultimately, we're here to fight. And so,
well, I mean, I'm just trying to game a truth be told. Alright, here's the thing.
Hmm,
I don't particularly like these plants.
fair.
Hmm,
They're rude.
Shocking.
To me specifically.
surprise.
However, I understand that we're not here for me. This is not Fia's fun, fabulous adventures
Right.
through the forest. This is
Fine.
Bygrim's holy quest of vengeance and God saving.
Hmm,
I don't know that
So-
vengeance is the word we want to be using.
Well, it just felt powerful, I don't know. But, so ultimately, truthfully, it really doesn't matter what I want. It matters what Bygrim wants, and more importantly, what Bygrim needs. So if he needs me to go in there and chuck a dagger at the cocoon, I'll chuck a dagger at the cocoon. I just don't really want to do it.
Hmm.
Oh, Fia, that's so sweet.
Is
You
it?
would throw a dagger for me. Yeah, I. In
like this just being a good friend.
Yeah.
You know, we're sort of on your journey here, and it'd be kind of a dick of me to be like, I'm not doing that. And you'd be like, I need you to, and I'd be like, sounds like a you problem.
Yeah, that would hurt my feelings a lot.
Yeah, like it would be sort of like, well, that's why'd you even come? You know?
Let's focus.
Yeah.
All right, we'll put a pin in that conversation for later.
Was
We-
the cocoon breathing?
Well, I didn't really notice any sort of a movement. I kind of saw the cocoon and went, oh my goodness,
Hmm.
that's heinous. I should tell the group.
What
And now we're
is
pretty much back to that, yeah.
what is the goal here, Vigram?
Uh,
We're here to eradicate some sort of infection that's restricting my leaky from being present, yes?
yes.
In that case, the vines that tried to kill you, this strange cocoon that seems to have killed anything that came near it, these all seem like problems that are restricting my leaky, yeah?
Yeah.
Then we should probably go fuck shit up.
Yeah, Yeah. Alright. I don't know if I want to start with fucking up the cocoon, though, because that feels like a lot. But
Then let's look in this room first.
Counterpoint, we start with the hardest part. Everything else, easy peasy.
Do we know it's the hardest part?
We don't.
Well, I don't. I'm trying to be optimistic, Ty.
But I feel like the closer we get, the more mossy we get, you know?
There was a fair bit of blue moss. Oh, you saw that. The door's open. What am I doing?
I just feel like maybe, you know, Ty, you and I can do that thing where, like, our magic is in, like, an area.
Sure.
Would you guys wait a minute? Thought.
okay.
Sorry if I'm stepping on your thunder a little bit,
Yeah,
Locke.
that's
That's not
okay.
the phrase, but we're going to keep going. Could you all, you two, pull the water out of the plants? Make them brittle.
I thought about it, but it has to be an open bucket, you know? Maybe I could, like, cut one open and it just, like, it is an
You
open
can't sort of
bucket.
plant bend it. Yeah.
No.
Hi, your dungeon master here. You can't do that. You also
Yeah,
can't fill someone's lungs with water with create water.
Ooh, yes.
You can make them really wet, though.
Well, that has its uses as well, I suppose.
And like, if they panic a little, maybe they do, you know? Maybe they drown a little. Anyway, what I was saying was, like, maybe you, like, as you're walking towards this knot thing, you're like, fine, and then all of a sudden, rapid decay.
Wait, who's decaying?
Me.
Oh, why?
If
You
I
think
wa-
it's an airborne thing?
Maybe. I think, like, maybe
Oh.
less of a nature-based thing and maybe more of a magical thing like you and I, you know? Like, you tried to get close to it, but the more you're in it, the more it hurts, and then you become a little moss.
Man.
I'd like that, I think. Be like one of those little guys at the bottom of the sea that only eat things that pass by it that look like a puppet.
Right. Okay. Well, if we are fighting this cocoon now or in the immediate future, maybe we go at it from range
Right.
to begin, at least.
Or we could test, like, another little plant, or, like, put... I don't know, I was going to say another living creature, but that seems rather cruel to just send one in. And I don't have one on me. And then I thought about the little guys that we met earlier, and then I thought, well, that's rather mean.
I don't think they'd listen to us, the little guys. I also haven't seen them since coming in here.
They were my friends.
Have you?
I talked to them when we were at the gate. Mock's not with us.
Too bad.
So
Who
sad.
knows where Mock is?
The wolf
On
is
his own
with
adventure
us, though.
through hell. I don't think we should go testing on the human wolf. Like, I think it's a human in a wolf body.
I don't.
I'm stuck on that theory.
So maybe we can, like, find, like, a fiddlehead or something, and we
Well,
can just, like, roll it closer to the thing.
see, I experimented on a piece of, well, was it moss before? Because I was like, oh yeah, let's see what happens. And it alerted the whole larger body that something was afoot, you know?
Right.
So, I think if we're gonna do it, we should just make frickin' do it, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
just balls to the walls, absolute rain mayhem.
Become little moss puppets at the bottom of the ocean. Got it?
I don't like that analogy. We're not moss puppets.
Yeah.
Unless moss puppet is good, I'm still not sure I'm following you on this.
Listen, we're talking about two different moss puppets, but there were actually moss puppets in the mine. Just a friendly reminder.
Oh, you mean like the dead guys?
I didn't, but
What the fuck are we talking about right now?
I'm saying now that there's a chance that we get turned into one of the little moss guys if we go near there.
And by moss guys, you mean the dead people who were reanimated by the moss.
I do now.
Okay, we're throwing the term moss puppet around in many different instances, and it is confusing.
I understand.
Okay, I'm glad you took that criticism. I meant it only to be constructive.
Okay, there's the second time today.
I feel like the first time was not as constructive, it was just a little bit vindictive. If I'm being honest.
Okay, so maybe it was the third time.
Wait, what was the second? We're losing the thread. This is not about our interpersonal problems. Bygrim, do you want us to stab the cocoon?
I want to stab the cocoon from a distance, but do we have any other torches or anything like that? I mean, as much as I don't want to burn plants, I think we can burn some plants. Yeah.
I think we can make an exception this time.
I had a thought. You, in the fight with the Boorman,
Yeah.
the Boorman, don't you dare, you little jerk. Stay down from there.
Oh.
The
You're a
cat.
big jerk, don't worry about it. With the Boorman, you
Yeah.
threw a javelin, right? You have javelins? You have javelins.
Yeah. I got
What if
a few.
I would sacrifice for the cause one of the extra shirts I bought? We rip off some of that, light a fire to it, and then you can hook a flaming javelin center of the cocoon. Sounds pretty cool, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, work. I mean, I'm pretty handy with a javelin. I'm pretty sure I can get the aim right for it.
Bygrim.
Yeah.
I know you can do it. You're like the best person I've ever seen with a javelin. You're like super amazing, you know?
Stop it.
I'll also let you
Keep
know, Bygram, you have 10 torches, so you can just light a torch.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all have, like, we should
Yeah.
all have torches.
You can attach a torch to a javelin and throw it if you really
Can
want
you?
to.
Would it not
Oh,
throw
you
for
can.
balance?
Oh, okay.
It probably would. I'd make the attack with disadvantage, but like,
Let's light
I think
the
the shirt
javelin up.
ideas have been.
You can. I hope you're feeling a little bit inspired, Bygrim, so that you can do really well. You can take a
Yeah.
you can take a D8 for that.
Oh, thanks, Locke, for your words of wisdom and encouragement.
No problem.
I do want to check out the rest of the temple, I guess. Yeah, I do want to check the rest of it out just to make sure we're not missing anything.
Like the whole cathedral.
Well, I don't know what else is there. I mean,
Well, it's a pretty big building.
it.
Not to say that you should not follow your heart on this very personal journey for your god. Your pilgrimage.
Yeah.
Why don't we explore this room? Make sure there's nothing else that's going to come behind us and attack us. And then we'll come back to this.
Okay. That works for me. And then after we explore, we start fucking shit up, and then we get the fuck out of here. Yeah.
This is just very surprising. That's just
Nah,
Oh,
that's
what?
like 5 in one day.
5. What? I mean, me and Ty are agreeing. I know it's weird, but I like it. It's
I think it's
cool.
more than that.
It's freaking wild.
What?
We're a bad influence on him. He spent
We're a
like
good
3
one.
days at sea, and then all of a sudden, mouth of a sailor.
Locke, what the fuck are they talking about?
Ooh, thanks for coming to.
Listen, I don't know, Bikram. I think sometimes they forget you're like a rough and tumble kind of guy, you know?
Yeah, you're a mattress actor.
There's some more to my resume than that, okay?
Yeah, we got soldier, poet, king. We got soldier, mattress actor, gym enthusiast. I'm kidding, Pat.
All those things and more. Yes.
That's true. The song only has 3. So, anyways, you guys are exploring.
I'm gonna go over to that. I want to go over to this statue, but I want to pick the path of least resistance.
Okay. It's going to take you a little bit of extra time, but probably doesn't require any extra exertion. But yeah, you can make your way over to. There is sort of like a raised. It's almost like a stage. That there is like a wooden stage. There seems to be some sort of seating columns, and there are. What you think might have been statues or some sort of like pillar that was carved. There is another large carved depiction of this one is of a forest glade that is opening to a path, and in front of this path is this statue. The statue is of to put it simply, it's of sort of like a tree. Very like Yggdrasil kind of vibes.
Does that mean anything? Like, is this familiar in any way for me?
Make
like,
a
have I
religion
seen
check.
iconography? Okay. 15.
15. A lot of tree of life symbols are used for nature gods just to invoke like the duality of nature, like life and death. Life being signified by the branches, death being signified by the roots. It's more of just a symbol that is used in places of worship of either like nature deities or like shrines, maybe even druids. It's just like this is something evocative of nature.
Is it defaced in any way?
No. Oddly enough, it seems like it's well kept and in good condition. The four pillars, you're getting a better look now that you're closer. They do seem to be they seem to have like animals and plants and symbols that are sketched into them. It does seem like each pillar is reminiscent of one of the 4 gods that have been mentioned here. They don't have a face or like anything to tell you like, oh, this is the Sylvanas pillar, but it's sort of like you look at some details here and there and you're like, well, the one with like rushing water on it is obviously for Eldath.
Right. Does it seem like it's keeping the blue moss at bay at all?
Make a investigation check for me.
I rolled double digits. 12.
12. You notice that the moss isn't on this stage or any of the like statues or like anything immediately around it. Obviously, you can see on the map the huge sort of ornate carved stone water basin, though. The moss kind of like moves up and around it and underneath it and kind of skirts to the very edge of this stage where there's a staircase that kind of like makes its way up to it, and it cuts off like right, like almost like it goes up to it and then stops.
Interesting.
So potentially.
If I unhook my holy symbol from my belt and hold it near some of the moss and then channel magic through it, like do a simple cantrip or cast guidance on myself or something that would evoke divine magic. Does the moss react to it at all?
Make a spellcasting ability check for me. So that's just a wisdom check for you. No proficiency.
Okay. 15 again.
15. So you channel the magic out, not necessarily doing something, and your holy symbol goes a calming cold for a moment. And the moss kind of wiggles and moves, but it doesn't seem to necessarily draw towards you or like scurry away. What's your passive perception though?
15, I think. 1 sec. Yeah, 15.
15. You hear the sound of like a drop of water going into like a bigger body of water behind you, but almost like not in a physical sense, but in like a mental, like incorporeal kind of sense.
Glance at the pillar that I've determined is Eldath with a sense of relief that she doesn't show the others. And I'll walk back to them after a moment.
Okay. The rest of you, are you just standing in front of the door while Ty is doing this, or do you move to another area? Obviously keeping her in view, or...
Probably, I guess Bagram will probably start walking, probably just like to the right.
Okay.
Before he goes, can I just sort of like just kind of grab onto his arm, maybe by his wrist, and I'll just say, you know, we've got your back. Do you want? Should I stay here and watch the cocoon, make sure it doesn't move, or should we split up? Should we stick together?
I think we're better off sticking together. I mean, the cocoon's been here long before we got here, so I don't think it's gonna... Well, hopefully it doesn't hatch anytime soon.
That's
not
encouraging.
And I'm winging it at this point, but...
Well, it just seems to be the way things. I suppose it wouldn't be faith if it didn't require a certain amount of uncertainty, right?
Yeah.
That's what faith is. Right? I don't know.
No, you're on to some...
Kind of waiting for. I'm waiting for an affirmative.
No,
that
you
was a
got it.
question. It wasn't rhetorical.
No, you're right. I mean, faith is just trusting the path that you walk on, and
Right.
the path I walk with you guys, everything feels a bit easier.
Good. Well, just know that we have faith in you. So, you know, whatever you need us to do,
I know.
let us know. Won't lead us
No.
astray. We know that.
Yeah, no, never. Kyrene,
Well-
maybe. No.
Well,
Cool.
she's fine.
Yeah,
What are a few plans compared to us? Plants we killed before. Those
Yeah.
creepy little things that came on the ship.
Yeah, then you got the ink on you and everything. It was
Well, yeah, that's
the worst.
you're missing out on the badass aerial assault I did. But sure, let's land
I
on
saw
the
it.
aftermath.
I was there. I saw
Covered
you
in
did
the
twirl.
gunk.
You were like, ta-da!
It's just you chose to pinpoint the gunk.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. We can rewind the conversation.
Hopefully this time I won't be covered in gunk.
You won't be, because I'll make sure you're you know, uncovered in gunk. No, that's not right.
Locke, what are you doing right now? Are you listening to these two?
Yeah, he's like rocking on his feet, like listening, looking at Ty every once in a while.
I'll make sure you're
The
safe.
irony is not lost on me that we're like, should we split up? Ty is already gone. 40 feet in the distance.
Yeah.
Oh, more than that, honestly.
Yeah, fair.
Wow.
Oh.
Okay. I'm gonna move you guys here. I'm just gonna assume that you guys, by the time you finish this conversation,
Yeah, like we can walk and talk. I figure after the initial stopping, once Bagram's like, yeah, let's stick together, then we would begin to pick our way through the mossy path.
perfect. Ty doesn't have a long ways to go then.
Is Ty returning to the group? Forging her own path.
Welcome back.
It's certainly reacting neutrally, but it don't know that it loves the gods of nature, the gods who actually reign over it.
The moss.
Look,
you mean, not the basin.
yeah.
Is the
No.
moss rebelling?
Is the moss what? What?
Rebelling. You know, like not
Building.
following its orders.
Rebelling. Gosh.
Well, think about those spirit things we saw earlier. The ones that we followed, the ones that encouraged us as we climbed up the rock. Green seemed natural as far as forest spirits. That not that I have any, experience with that, but they seemed natural enough. And the other ones, the more sinister ones, purple eyes, bad vibes. Look at the moss around us.
Wasn't that bad of vibes, Ty?
They weren't good.
It kind of rhymes a little. Purple eyes, bad vibes.
I'll write
Bad
it down in my
vibes.
poetry book.
Yeah, well, it's sort of like for the snake. If a red touches yellow, then you're a dead fellow. But if red touches black, I think you're fine.
Huh?
Okay, sure.
I don't go on land very much.
I can see.
All right,
But
I'm
look
steady now.
Look at the moss. It's blue, purple.
Mm.
Maybe it's just been infected in the same way that the spirits have been. Look at it around that stage over there. It won't encroach upon it. It seems like it hits a barrier. When all 4 of those pillars are intact, all 4 of the gods they represent. I don't know, maybe I'm just making shit up, but it seems like they have power here still. It's just being smothered by whatever this is. They react to my magic. I'm sure they react to Vigram's too.
And none of us have touched it.
So are you? Oh, sorry. Were you gonna
What's
say
that?
something, Locke?
Oh, yes, I said and none of us have touched it.
I don't think we should.
I touched it down below. Not a good time. Would not
Yeah.
recommend. Are you suggesting then? Listen. Again, not a holy person. Are you suggesting we need to purify the temple, not necessarily like burn away the moss, but just purify it and maybe it'll go back to normal?
Maybe. Whatever the root cause is.
Rude.
Not the time.
Whatever the
dear.
original cause is.
There's always a time for a joke. It adds levity to very serious situations. You'll miss it when
Maybe
I'm
maybe it's like the well, that it was poisoned from a source, and then all of the water became toxic.
So what if
Maybe there's a source here.
what if we grabbed a little piece of the moss and we attempted to do what you just said?
Well, have you thought about the cocoon perhaps being the seed of corruption? It seems like a lot of it's spreading out of that.
Yeah,
Or is that what you were hinting at?
it could be. It could be a byproduct of the cause, but
Okay.
it could also be the cause. Who knows? But I feel like if it is a cocoon and there's something inside, it's about to multiply exponentially how much blue moss there is around us.
Like a spider sack
Or
full of tiny
Yeah.
little beauties.
it's going to hatch, and lo and behold, at the center of the knot is another version of Bygrim.
Freaky.
Big Rim.
Oh.
And do you know?
Oh, it's Bigrim.
and
But
do
he
you
has
know-
butterfly wings from the cocoon.
And do you know what color he is?
Is he gonna be blue?
Blue Bygrim equals bad Bygrim.
Oh my god.
That makes sense. You're meant to be green, Bigrim, not meant to be blue.
We're going to purify the cocoon.
Yeah, we don't need 2 Bygrams.
I'd take
Oh.
2 Bygrams.
I don't. Well,
I mm,
I like you much better, you know? If you want to kill other Bygrim, I'm game. I'm just saying.
want to kill other Bygram, but like if he's gonna like
Let's-
corrupt
let's
everything.
cross the other Bygrim bridge if we do come to it. We'll just put a pin in that one. You know, we'll decide if version 2 Bygrim is indeed evil. Do you
Or
want to
even a
finish? Well, of course it's a thing now. We've spoken it into existence.
Maybe.
Should we keep? Do you want to keep searching the cathedral?
Yeah, I want to stick to the original plan of searching a bit more, and then we wreck the cocoon.
This thing? Is
Wait.
it just like more stuff?
Okay, but
What thing?
another
Sorry.
theory. I have
Oh.
another theory.
Okay.
What if
Alright.
in the cocoon is just Sylvanas? What if he's just like that?
That's what I was waiting for.
Oh,
You'd think that
Because, like,
there would be more.
what do you mean more? We encased
What
him
if
in
he's
his
a
own
god?
stuff, you know? Well, we don't know. Maybe this is a really strong oak or something.
yeah, it could be mahogany. Yeah.
I feel like I don't think the cocoon was wood. Was it?
It
It
was.
was like vines and shit. Oh damn! I saw it and I didn't even remember.
The
I
So-
thought the people were wood.
the people are wood,
Shit.
Good for them.
and the branches that they're skewered on that are wrapped around the cocoon that form like a weird tangle of things
I understand.
is wood.
Listen. My brain was in vines.
That's fair.
Vines only. Only vines.
Oh boy.
Oh, that's like hentai.
Sure is.
Horniest episode.
I don't know. Maybe they were like protecting him, and that's why there's a bunch of dead bodies around.
But then why? I'm not saying no. I'm just saying it feels very aggro.
I don't know. I'm just throwing ideas out there.
I love a spaghetti at the wall.
I'm just saying. So maybe our first line of action isn't shoot the knot, you know, because it could be there could be a good person in there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
Too bad there's not a good person in here.
we hold off
Except for
on
Bygrim.
Yeah.
messing with the cocoon for now, and we finish exploring this cathedral.
Let's do it. A few more clues, and if not, then we throw fire at it, you know.
Like, should we just knock? Do you want me to go up and knock?
Ty, what's wrong?
I think that cocoon has skewered approximately a dozen creatures around it.
Or are they
Perhaps
fast
knocking
like
on the
me?
door. I don't know. I did see you get sucked into the ceiling.
Again, a mere misstep. It was like, you know those beaded curtains that I imagine hangs in front of Connor's door? Sort of like that, with a vines.
I
So I tried
I
to go
hate
through.
that. That's canon now. He made them
Shoot
himself.
into his room. So.
Of
He
course he
did.
did.
He went the beats himself.
Yeah.
Don't ask me how I know that.
Connor's so cool.
I wasn't gonna ask.
I'm just bringing it up because I think sometimes things aren't always what they seem.
Violence is not always the answer.
Well, sometimes it is.
But I thought in this instance you were anti-violence
Yeah,
against the cocoon.
I am.
Okay. Well, all right.
So what are we doing?
We're exploring a little bit more. We're gonna go down this way and see if there's anything of value. Seems like the wrong word.
I'd
but
love to just.
Where are you going?
I'm
You're
running.
going over there. You
I
find
am.
a bunch of broken like cups and like glass. There is like a serving platter. You see there's a big door in front of you, and there is a smell coming out of it.
Is it like a dead people smell?
It's for you, Beth. It smells like someone's compost.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like, have you ever smelled like mildew or like molding wood? There's a little bit of that too.
Okay. So
It's not a good smell.
It's not a good smell, but it also isn't the same as like the body room.
Yeah, it doesn't
you know?
smell like the body room.
Okay.
The body
different
room
kind of
has
gross.
its own kind of smell.
Yeah.
And also, okay, where are you guys moving? Because Fia's just gone off to her own. Where
yeah.
would you like to move? Do you
Ooh.
follow the moss? Do you follow Fia?
I'm gonna follow. I'm gonna follow Fia. Oh my gosh! Come on, Token. We can do it. Thank you.
I got you.
But I'm gonna walk past her a bit, like over here, and look down that way.
So, looking down that way, you feel almost a sense of how do I say it? Like you had a hunch and you were proven right, but you didn't realize you had this hunch. There is a fountain of, you assume, water, and it looks like it kind of goes deeper into the ground, but then part of it sticks up. There is a statue of a woman pouring water.
Oh well, I'm going there.
Yeah. You also see that there is a room next to it. And the room seems fine. Off you go. As you get closer, you notice that there are like urns and broken pottery and things here and there that seem to have Eldath's iconography and symbols. A very obvious person in the fountain is Eldath. There are words inscribed on each of the layers of the fountain. You know them as just typical prayers for Eldath. Alright, Fia, were you doing anything else?
Yeah, I was gonna go closer to the door.
You can do that. Well, the girls are splitting up looking for clues. What are the boys doing?
Locke is just following Bygram, so wherever Bygram is going, Locke is going.
I think I'm gonna go. Probably see what Ty's up to.
Okay.
Just because she keeps zooming off alone, so kind of
Okay.
nosy, kind of curious.
I'm gonna put you two here.
Okay.
Or maybe right here. Yeah. As you guys catch up with Ty, you also notice that there's a large room, or not a large room, a larger sort of walkway that leads to, you can see like a carved out like circular opening, and there are some thorns and vines that kind of cross over it, but you can kind of see that there is like sunlight on the opposite side. Anyways, yeah. Okay, so you two are kind of watching and waiting. As Ty heads up to the fountain and Fia heads closer to the door. Fia, all right, what are you doing?
I would love to try to open the door.
Okay. Do you check if it's locked?
Of course I do.
Okay. It opens.
Oh.
Do you step inside?
But can I sort of push it open just to get a quick peeky poo?
Pushing it open. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Yep. I'm gonna Ralph.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, I might not Ralph. Please hold. 17?
Wow. Yeah, you open the door and a horrifying stench comes out, but you are a sailor and you maybe smelt worse.
And I drank that drink.
You drank that
Nothing
drink,
can make me
so
throw up.
I think you throw up into your mouth and then swallow it back down because you're like,
Oh.
Forget the drink. You
What?
ate a rock.
I licked a rock.
yeah.
Let's be
Same
clear.
thing.
No, eating involves ingesting.
Yeah,
I
right.
licked
Stop licking the damn thing.
I lick stuff. What can you do?
Peering into this room, you see it is a mess of plant matter. There is like moss and vines, and they don't necessarily seem like they're like the same as the rest. You know what? Here, I'll give you the room. You want the room?
Yeah.
I'll give you the damn room.
Why am I scared of the room? I don't.
Oh, hi,
Because
Mark.
buy it by myself. I make a good life.
You see that, like,
Ooh.
this is a huge room. Like, there are potted plants everywhere. There are bookshelves that are destroyed. Kind of peering about. You stick your head in and kind of glance around. It's a bit darker in this room, but there is, like, one hole in the ceiling that gives you enough light to see, like, oh, there's some stuff around. There's all sorts of fungus. You see that there are a number of different, like, what you can only assume are like potion bottles or like tinctures or like something, or maybe even like what are those? Are the embalming jars?
No, wait,
There's
wait,
like a bunch of like jars here that have like different substances in them.
forbidden
And, like,
cookie jars.
maybe. Yeah, this is the forbidden kombucha room.
Mmm.
But yeah, there's a
Mhm.
lot of plants in here, and there's some big plants. There is some like over. You peer. How good's your eyesight, ma'am? How
I
good's
have
your
dark
ability
vision
to
of
read?
60 feet. I have a passive perception of 14, passive investigation
Okay,
of 15.
you see a like sack, like maybe of burlap that is ripped open, and there is like a little label on it that says like growth hormone. Well, maybe not hormone, but like you
Yeah.
assume it's maybe for like helping plants grow.
Yeah.
But yeah, this room is overgrown.
The plant nursery. Well,
That's
as
good.
much as I'd love to explore it, especially because I see fun little bottles and shit. Idea. Because I'm all by me lonesome. So, being very smart and mature and a team player, I'm gonna tuck that information away. I'm gonna put a pin in it. And I'm going to very sad, but I am going to go away. I don't want
Okay,
to.
do you
but-
close the door?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, it closes.
Because the last time a plant tried to chase us.
So
Oh,
And
speaking
I
of
will.
which, what's your AC? No, you're fine.
I can take it.
I don't
Alright,
think you can.
Except
Yeah.
that last time, and look what happened.
You did. I took a stab wound.
Never
That's
gonna
what
let that
was
die.
worse. No, not while we're on land. Perhaps
Okay.
the sea will soften my edges.
All right, Ty, you make your way up to this fountain for Eldath.
Yeah, as I'm walking towards it, looking at the statue directly. And I kind of, under my breath, it's an inside thought, but she's voicing it, asks, "Are you okay?" And as I walk closer, I want to pull some of the water from the fountain up.
Okay.
See if it's clear or if it's infected too.
As you get closer, you notice that this section of where you are, while the temple is in disrepair, this section seems clear. The water is actually clean.
Okay. I'm gonna pull the water up and actually, rather than like as I pull it up, determine that it's clean, that it feels normal, I'll put it back in and I will put my arm in the fountain.
Okay.
My left arm.
Okay. All right. What is your goal here with this? To heal yourself? To connect? To...
She's still afraid of what happened before, setting herself on fire and almost injuring her friends. And I don't imagine that the pain is really subsided to its normal state yet. So I think it would be a habit of, this feels like my waterfall, and this is where I took care of myself. But also there's been a unspoken fear as they've walked through here that it's also Eldeth being taken or controlled or endangered. And seeing the statue, I think, just brings her some relief, and she's looking for confirmation.
Okay. As you plunge your arm into the water, there is two things that happen simultaneously. The first is that you almost intuitively know that this is holy water. The entire fountain. And second of all, there is a calming feeling that overtakes you, and it comes up your arm, but also radiates out from your holy symbol. And it sort of washes over you. Could you make a D100 roll for me?
Oh, sure, yeah. Don't have that dice out.
It's not me this time. Oh. Give me
90.
flashbacks.
90. Do you want to go
9.
above or below?
I didn't roll the. Oh, damn! I didn't roll the single digit. It was 99.
99.
I think I'll go.
Do you want to
below.
go above or below? Below?
If
All
I
right,
roll
roll-
100 on this, I'll cry.
That would be
I'll
terrible.
cry with you on camera. Don't worry about
Listen,
it.
you can lie to me about what the 100 is, because every time I try to figure out what the 100 looks like, I get a different answer.
I know. It's so confusing.
I don't know. Would it be? I've never rolled 100. It'd have to be 0 on the single, right? And then
It's sometimes it's 0 on the single, and then like 0 on the like
Yeah, like
tens.
0, 0, and
Like,
yeah.
it's
but then other times people use that as 0.
Yeah, there are some
Yeah.
people who are like it's the 10, the 0, and the 0, and then there's other people who are like it's the 90 and the 10, and it's just like, oh my goodness, too much
Yeah.
discourse
Well,
for me.
I'm sure I won't roll it. I did not. I
Okay.
rolled 86.
86. Do you want
We're
between
high.
those two numbers or outside of them?
I think outside of them.
All right. So
Eldith really wants
outside
me to
of
call.
86 to 99. Holy moly.
64.
64.
Let's go.
There is a immediate rush of coolness and sensation and calmness that comes to you. A peace you have not known for a while. Or at least the last couple days. You ask outwards, "Are you okay?" There is a slightly worried voice in your head. "I am all right, I suppose. Relieved to finally hear from you. You sound distant, and I can't hear you super well." She wouldn't say super well. "I can't hear you as well as usual. But you seem to be somewhere I can be connected with. Where are you?"
Temple, Sylvanas, you, Myliki, Shantia, in the middle of fucking nowhere. And, seems corrupted.
I see. Your friend is on a quest, is he not?
Yes.
I don't think I've been able to feel this place for some time.
There's something wrong with this place. I don't know what it is. Just, feels toxic.
I think you're right. I think there is a poison in the land. I can't see you from where I am.
Is, I don't really know how it works if you just like have god friends or family members that you can just like ring up and check in on, but Sylvanas around still?
No, Sylvanas has been absent for a couple of centuries, I would believe.
Oh, cool, centuries, great. Myliki?
She's still around. Do you need me to relay a message to her? I don't believe
No,
she's heard from Bygram in a
uh,
little bit.
he can't reach her here, it seems.
Well, has he tried? I know I wouldn't have known about you being here without you reaching out.
Communication. Okay. Sure. We'll try that, I guess. You should maybe be
Are
careful.
you worried about me?
No, like I'm sure you're fine. No, never
She
mind.
gives you a giggle that sounds like burbling water.
I'll get Bygram to try to talk to Myliki. You sound fine, so never mind. We're good.
Well, as long as you're being safe.
Yeah, what's safe? Really? In a corrupted temple.
Corrupted?
Well, yeah. Overtaken by vines that want to strangle my friends.
It seems like something's turning nature on you. Odd.
Yeah, isn't this kind of like Sylvanus's shtick? Shouldn't he kind of have control over this?
Technically, I think this, in his absence, the three of us have taken more of his domain. You'd maybe have to talk with my Leaky on that specifically.
Right. I'll get Bygram to do that.
He has been missing for a long time, though. There was a great battle nearly 1,000 or so years ago. We haven't really heard from him since.
So you've had to do his work since then?
We didn't necessarily know how he was gone, and we weren't sure if he was coming back. We don't know where he is, so his domain, the rest of his power, is sort of set floating for a bit until we realized something was wrong and we had to take the reins.
And
I will say I don't have complete power over water, though I have to fight Umberly for that a little bit.
yeah, she sounds like a bitch.
That is her title.
Yeah, I guess so. Okay, well, I don't know if this guess is anything more than just a guess, but feels like nature in general is kind of being targeted right now, or at least that's what my Leaky was suggesting. And then we end up in a corrupted temple that seems to worship the four of you. So if it is in fact being targeted, doesn't that seem like reason to believe that you three will be too?
We have a lot of enemies.
Sure.
So I may have to think on this a bit, Ty. I have a suspicion of what might be going on. You said there was corruption here. What kind? Just plants being aggressive?
Aggressive, and there seems to be some sort of fucked up cocoon in the other room. Don't know what that's about. Seems to have killed pretty much everybody in this temple. The water was poisoned, and there were also things being puppeted by plant matter. Those were pretty fucked too. Dead things, I should say. And some moss that doesn't seem to like your statues very much.
Interesting.
And some weird tree spirit things. The whole situation is pretty fucked up, if I'm going to be honest here.
I'll see what I can do. I can't, like I said, I can't see where you are, and I'm assuming my Leaky can't see Bygram. It's odd. It's almost like someone's shrouded you in darkness.
That's nice. Well, we were going to attempt to purify it in some way. Don't know how. Kind of just flying by the seat of our pants right now, but if we could, would that mean you could see again?
This place, probably. I mean, I can roughly see you now because of your connection to me. You're in a fountain?
Yeah.
I can't see much past that. So potentially purifying this place would allow us to invoke some sort of magic.
Any idea how we should do that?
It would depend on what is causing it, but potentially holy water could burn things away.
Great.
Potentially defeating what is ever at the heart of this is what might help you.
Fucking nailed it. Okay.
But violence isn't always the answer.
Just a lot of the time. Violence got me into this place. It doesn't matter.
The most violent peace cleric. Well, I mean, sometimes you have to
Break things to get into
break things to... For you to enable more peace, you have to take up arms sometimes.
Yeah, sure. We'll say that.
You mentioned that some of this corruption was avoiding iconography of us? Can you explain more to me?
There's a big platform in the room over there that has all four of you carved out in pillars.
Hmm.
Moss won't touch it.
Interesting. Anything else?
It's the first time so far that I've seen all four of you. Every other time, one or another has been defaced in some way.
Usually we have our own temples, but some deep places of communion worship all four of us.
Right.
It's become more of a modern thing. Is there anything else you need?
I need to not be in this place anymore, but no, I need to be here because Bagram has to finish purifying whatever this shithole is. So I guess not.
Now, let me see if, while I'm here, if I can help you in some way. You feel another kind of drop of water into sort of like a mental pool. It is sort of behind your right shoulder and sort of like at an angle.
I'll turn and look.
You turn and look, and you sort of see in this corporeal space the temple starts to like fill out and appear, and you see that there is this hallway with vines, and they start to like pull away just in your vision. And there is like a little like gardening nook, like a decent sized room, but there is another kind of ornate fountain here.
Can I move towards it?
Or
Or is it more like a vision?
It's more like a vision.
Okay.
Do you think Ty is still physically touching the fountain, but she could mentally like move herself? If so, then she can explore a little bit. You know what? I'll allow that actually.
Okay. I want to say that she would be enticed to, but there is a nagging feeling in her mind that she can't leave the people she's with here.
Okay. I think there is a pull to you as you like turn and kind of see everything materialize in the fountain kind of like appear as if you're like looking through a wall. You feel it's a place of safety.
Okay. And from like the vision that I'm seeing, is it clear the path that I would need to take to find that in this place, or does it feel like
It is very nearby.
okay? Okay, then I'm gonna actively come back to my senses.
Okay. Are you leaving Eldath or?
Yeah.
Okay. She kind of ushers you along. Is like, go on, they need you, and she gives you a little head pat, I suppose.
And she's once again 6 years old in her mind.
And you are
Yeah.
brought back out. I think at this point, Ty, Bygram, and Fia are probably behind you.
Ty.
I mean, locked.
Well,
Sorry.
I'm Ty now.
There's a second Ty.
Double
Lock, Fia,
trouble.
and Bygram. You see that Ty is like arm deep into this fountain, and both her arm and the holy symbol are like glowing this like soft blue. And the water like eventually starts to illuminate as well. And then eventually it stops glowing, and Ty is brought back.
not yank. I will take my arm out of the water.
You feel no pain from it for the time being.
That's nice.
Ty.
Thanks. Kind of like turns around as if going to walk to the room that she had seen, and then sees the other three behind her and stops kind of abruptly.
You were glowing. Well, you were kind of glowing. Well, things were glowing. Things were happening. Are you alright?
That's Eldust water.
Oh.
No shit.
Yeah.
That kind of looks like her. So.
Yeah, I just thought if the other gods are being targeted, what if she was too? So I thought I would check, seeing if I still had some sort of connection,
Oh.
Turns out I do.
Right, of course.
So she's well.
She's good?
You're well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everyone's good.
Well, no, not everyone. She hasn't been able to see me, much like Myliki hasn't been able to see you, Bygram. Except here in the pool. I guess it's connected us again. Makes sense. It's her water. It's her thing. She said that this may be an opportunity for you to connect with Myliki, if this place is pure enough to.
Oh, okay.
I told her about the corruption in here. She thinks that, there might be something at the heart of it that we have to destroy. Yeah. She said Sylvanas has been gone for centuries. And they don't really know where. And
So is this place
the three of them.
really old? Or are we just are the ladies doing all the work and Sylvanas is getting all the credit?
I mean, to be fair to a god, what really is time? Like for them, if someone was disappearing for a century or two, well, shit, what does that matter to them? It'd be like us having not even like a pet cat, but more like a pet rat, someone with a short span of life. Well, that would be the equivalent of them having us as their pets. But then, like, we have lots of other people come in and out of our lives for sometimes years. We don't see them. But, you know, you don't really think much of it because they're like, they're doing their own thing. So, like,
Yeah.
I don't think you can really fairly put time onto these immortals
Okay,
as like
I
well,
wasn't-
they should have done something because, like, they're obviously outside of it, at
that's
least
not
to a
what I
degree.
meant.
Oh,
I was
what did
talking
you
more.
mean?
I was talking more about this place and us as human beings.
Oh.
Humanoid.
None of you are
beings.
human.
Humanoid beings.
Mortals.
Just mortals.
Yeah, if this place is not centuries old, then it was built after Sylvanas was gone.
Yes.
Which means that, like, people.
How do we? Wait a minute. How do we know? Do we know
We don't.
this place is not old as balls?
It could be.
We didn't really ask anyone.
Who are we
There
gonna
were
ask?
people-
The guy without the pants.
Maybe.
Oh,
There's
not
been
the
people
guy
talking
with
to the
pants.
dead before. Also,
Well, I can't do that.
I can't either.
I don't know what you guys can do. You guys have all sorts of freaky shit you can do.
All I know is
You literally just say something hurtful to someone, Locke, and their eyes bleed. Okay?
they
So-
deserve it.
I'm not saying they don't. I'm just saying you're acting like I'm proposing something absolutely bonkers bananas when in
No,
reality it's
But
not
I
that far of a
I
shot.
did already say that maybe this place is really old, and if it's not really old, well, then that means that the ladies have been doing all the work, and that Sylvanas
They have.
That's right, ladies.
You're right, they have been.
People
She
are
said
still
that.
out here worshipping Sylvanas like he's here.
Well, maybe people don't know. And to be fair, from what it sounds less like he's an absentee father who's choosing to be away, but instead has been forced away. And maybe if people continue to worship him, it'll give him a little bit of strength enough to perhaps hang on.
We don't know
Otherwise-
that. Maybe he was just going out to get some cows or something.
I mean, maybe. But from what we know from his, we'll say successors, but if not co-leaders, we can assume that at least he's not a half bad guy. Because after all, look at the company he keeps.
Yeah, they're pretty okay, I think. Because, like, by Grim and Ty are okay, so.
Well, exactly, and that's sort of what I'm saying. If they keep company with us, we can't be half bad, you know? Even if we're not perfect. Because they stay with us, that means at least they see something good in us, right? So
This-
perhaps the same could be
wait,
said about
hold on.
Sylvanas.
Is this a self
Perhaps I'm-
Why did it turn
Perhaps I'm
into-
projecting something into the
Okay.
we. I'll say me.
Okay.
Perhaps.
So
But-
you think the knot is what we need to destroy, Ty?
I don't know if that's it, but she said that we could weaponize holy water, burn the corruption away. She pointed out another room close by that felt safe, at least.
Is Eldath water holy water?
I
Yeah,
can't imagine a holier water.
No, if you like go into a waterfall, is that just like holy water falling on you?
Well, perhaps
that's
it's
what
the
she's
intention
looking, I
behind it.
guess.
Yeah. Like maybe if you believe it is, then it is. But if you don't really care,
Is it
Just drinking water.
is it okay if I go and put my hands in the thing?
Yeah.
He's gonna run over and scoop some water, and then
Maybe
run.
Your hands
Scrub off your
immediately
dirty
burn
fingers.
as you are revealed to be the devil itself. It feels tingly, not in like a bad way, but in like a sensation you aren't familiar with. Until you're like, oh no, this is fine.
He's gonna pick it up, and then he'll like shape water so it stays in his hands, and then he will run over to a blue moss patch and just like drop it on the blue moss patch.
Okay. You drop the holy water on the blue moss patch. I'm gonna say it's this one right here. the moss writhes in a way that moss shouldn't, as it not really screams but sizzles, and the moss sort of like gets bulbous and pops in places, and just eventually like turns into like a liquid that like tries to escape to the next patch and then fizzles out in a sort of like, you know that sound when like you, how do I put it, when like spiders are lit on fire and they scream, kind of, yeah, that.
Interesting. Not what I meant to do. I was kind of hoping that, like, the blue would leave and, like, a nice green moss would come back. But it screamed.
Yeah, all of you heard this. It was very
Oh,
audible.
okay. All right.
Deeply unsettling.
Bygram, if maybe if we go to that other room that Elda showed me, you'll be able to talk to Maliki.
Yeah, it'd be nice to hear from my leaky. Where's the? Well, I guess it's this room. I'm guessing. I don't want to step on your
I'm
thunder.
currently not there. Where are you pinging? Which room?
Oh, I guess it's this one. Oh, can I? Yeah. I'm pointing. There we go. I guess this one. This one.
No. For
Oh,
as he points at that room, it doesn't feel right. It's too close.
Oh.
The room
Okay.
is further.
Okay.
Would triangulating
As-
it with my discovery
as-
before help?
Um,
Like, not the creepy plant room, right?
No, I'm just gonna give
Okay.
this to Ty, matching up kind of like how the. In my mind, you are in like a void, and the walls sort of like appear with like light underneath it as they like kind of coalesce to like where the location is. It's over here, with all the vines. And as you guys like, I'm gonna move you like right here. You can see kind of past these vines. There's like a bit of broken furniture here and there, but there is sort of like a long hallway, and then like a small room you can kind of, well, not like a small room, but like you can spy a bit of a room.
I think it's through there.
All right. Well, let's go.
Oh, wait, we're resting.
No, we don't have to rest. It's just Byram hasn't been able to reach Maliki in days.
Oh, I understand this is a praying place. Sorry.
And I will say it is getting to late afternoon. Eventually, it will get to nighttime.
It's up to you, Byram. If it makes you feel any better,
That's like here.
I asked, and she said Maliki was fine.
Oh, that's good. That's good. But I mean, if this thing can help us, I say we go for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll continue to lead them then in the path that I feel is right.
Before
Okay.
we continue down, should we bring some of the water with us?
I saw another.
You
Was
saw
there a
another
second?
fountain. There was
Yeah.
a second fountain. You're not
I
certain
think
if it's
there's-
also holy water, but like there's a connection there. I will say ahead of you, you will have to deal with like not like a full wall, but like an intersection of vines that you would have to get through, which you're gonna have to take time to cut through it, or however else you want to navigate it.
Oh, we might not need to bring water lock. I think there's some there.
Okay, I just thought maybe on a
We're gonna
journey.
have. It's not a bad idea. You have an empty vial.
No.
We have water skins.
Yeah, I got one.
If I get
Well,
theirs
I don't
to
think
stop-
you. Wait, no, you picked up another one from a
I
dead
got a
person.
new
didn't you?
one.
Yeah. Okay, never mind.
Is it sacrilegious to drink holy water?
It might
If it
purify
is,
you.
I've never followed that rule.
That's
Well, as
fucked
long as we
up.
don't piss off your god, I'm happy to put water skins in, but I will be drinking it.
She's the goddess of water.
Well, I don't know if this is special water.
Yeah, it could make Fia green or something. I don't know.
Imagine. What if I'm this color forever? What if I'm never blue again? Terrible camouflage
Price to
underwater. I'd be
pay.
spotted right away.
Oh no, you're not.
Eaten immediately. I'm so pale. Well, I'm kind of red. I have a little bit of a sunburn.
Sure, it's fine. You don't have to if you don't want to. Do
I'll
whatever
dump
you
out my
want.
water skin.
You
Take
could
more.
just drink the water.
That I'm gonna have to pee so bad.
Just drink the damn water.
Oh my gosh, I'll start chugging the water. You'll kill me sloshing. I'll have disadvantage on my stealth. You know when you drink
That's
so
how
much
that
water and you
works.
swear you feel it sloshing inside you?
It's just in your body.
Oh my
They'll
god.
hear it.
When's the
can
last
hear
time
it
you drank
now.
water today?
We're about hydration on this.
Listen,
on this,
I can hear you
session.
sloshing, Fia. Quiet
He
down.
can't. He can't. It's himself. He's
Drink
blaming
some
you.
water.
Most
Alright.
humanoids are filled with like 70% water. I'm a little bit more.
And you're
than that.
telling me you can't extract it from them? That seems bogus.
It's not how it works.
You got to open them up.
We could do that. I'm chugging the water.
All right.
I'm
You
gonna
fill your water
start-
skins with holy water.
Yeah.
What are you
Holy
doing?
water skin.
I'm starting to cut away these vines. To
Okay.
Make room while they're
Make
getting
a
water.
attack roll for me, which I'm gonna assume is with your hand axe, not with your mace, because a
Yeah.
mace can't cut. Bagram,
Yeah.
are you helping her?
Absolutely.
Okay, make an attack roll.
All right.
Locke is going to dip his dagger in the water and then run back over and try to use his dagger to help cut the vine.
Your dagger looks clean.
Does a 12 hit?
No,
Oh,
15
just hits.
damage.
Yeah, roll for damage.
Okay. Yikes! 5.
Okay. Okay. The vines are still standing. I think if you want, you guys can for sure get through, but it's gonna take time. With how much there is and how sturdy the vines are, it's probably gonna take you an hour. At least, like, to cut through it and get into the room.
okay.
You wanna do it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
I'll keep going until Bar says let's do something else.
Alright.
Yeah, all hands on deck.
Chop them up.
Okay.
Chop them up.
You make your way, cutting your way into this room. And there is the sound of birds and small animals as there is a just sort of like a calm in this place. Yeah, I'm just gonna reveal the whole dang place. As you follow the vines that are sort of grown into the walls, not necessarily dangerous, just there, you make your way to what seems like some sort of study or garden. Yeah, this place seems peaceful. You see that there is a large fountain that has 4 statues. Each one seems to be of one of the respective gods. And there's sort of like a little garden grove here. And as the peace of this place kind of overtakes you, I'm gonna call the episode there.
That checks out.
All right,
Like,
well,
Discord censored you.
when I
Ben.
In what way? Oh.
Oh, we got here. I just let out my cry of agony.
Mm.
That's all.
Well, thanks for coming to today's episode, friends. We'll
It's
see
such
you
like
next time.
a mellow way to end it. Well,
It's
thanks
nice
for
and
coming.
calming.